Warning. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use, for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Fade in the water. Fade in the water, children, fade in the water. The Most High's gonna trouble the water. What it do, family and friends? Welcome back to the Church of Black Power. If you're not subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you can be notified whenever videos like this drop. Please make sure you're hitting that like and share button so we can beat up the algorithm. Make sure we get this message out to the ears that need to hear. And if you have not done so yet, please click that link in the description. Go to change.org and put your signature on the petition for reparations. And with that being said, family, happy August the 5th. Happy Fade in the Water Day. Happy Chair Day, Chairman Day, whatever you call it. Montgomery ass whoop day. Much love and happy that day to you. Family, we're going to not just celebrate. We're not just going to celebrate our Fade in the Water situation, but we're going to get into some white fragility today. And it's always my favorite topic to jump into, to be honest with you. How the Nabiscos are so fragile, and they get so fragile whenever they take an L. Oh, we're jumping dead into that today because they didn't show up their entire ass after back-to-back L's in Cincinnati. But before we get there, family, before we start off, let me go ahead and give the shout outs. A B1 salute, shout out and shalom to our sister Hurricane Nisi in the building. Our brother Jesse Paris is in the building. Shalom and shout out to you. Our sister Andrea Jones is in the building. Shalom and salute to you. And my sister, I want you to get well. You know, take your time, whatever you need. Get you some nice herbal tea. Throw a little honey up in there, a little ginger root, and get yourself well. We need our soldiers well off, okay? Salute to our family, Black RU. Thank you for being here, family. Reparations Nation is in the building. Much love to you, family, as well as Retro Gemini 99 in the building. Much love to you. Quasi Black Star, my family. Thank you for being here, family. Mrs. L in the building. Much love to you. It's always a pleasure. Always. Our sister KK Speak is in the building. Much love to you, my sister. Much love to you. Baka Buck is in the building. Much love to you, family. DSA1 is in the building. Much love to you, family. Thank you for being here. Our brother Iron Will is in the building. Much love to you, my brother. Thank you for being here. Roberto, let me see here. RIP to Hulk Hogan. I don't care what he said about blacks. Hey, Roberto. Hey, Roberto. Don't nobody give a damn what you have to say about Hulk Hogan? You're banned. Shadow Realm. Oh, I don't care what he said about blacks. Roberto, take that stuff back over there to Maria's and have a bean burrito and shut the hell up. Well, let me get back to it. Foundational Black American, thank you for being here, family. And shalom to our brother Leonard Day Yuta in the building. Much love to you. How the hell? Hold the hell up. Hold the horses. I don't know how the hell I banned him on this side and he still can pop back up. If y'all see Roberto pop back up in the chat mods, y'all know what to do. Get him gone. Family, but back to the whole point of this broadcast. First and foremost, let's start off with a little reminder, because I love to see him hate. I love to see him cry. I love to see them cry harder. So we're going to start this off right. We got to start this off right with a reminder of what Fade in the Water actually is, how it started, what took place, and then we're going to move forward. Let's go here, family. Ladies and gentlemen, that infamous hat toss. Back then, when I first saw this video, I didn't know how important that hat toss was going to be. But family, that was the most important hat toss I've ever seen in my 39 years of life. Family, that young man right there, salute our brother Tatum Man in the building. Much love to you and our sister Opal Ivy. Thank you for being here, family. Always a pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, when we seen that young man jump in the water, he exterminated all the stereotypes. Even though we knew we could swim, I swim like a dolphin. But our young brother, he exterminated all stereotypes when it came to the water. And that young brother was henceforth deemed Aquaman. Salute to Aquaman.
That boy swimming his ass over there. God damn! That boy finna help that boy. Get up there, young boy. Get up there, young boy. Get up there, young boy. Shit, they tore his ass up. They tore his ass up. We got action, baby. He ain't finna do nothing. Arrest their ass. Oh, Lord. About that boat, baby. They ready to move down. They ready to move down.
You ready to run?
Yeah.
This is where we saw the Avengers assemble, ladies and gentlemen. The first time we saw them assemble outside of a Marvel movie. Shalom and shout out to our brother Damon Reeves in the building. Much love to you.
Yeah. What's up?
I was talking a minute ago.
Yeah. Woo! They scared. Look at them. They scared. Woo! Beat their ass. Woo! Oh my God. Woo! That what you get. Oh, tie her ass up. Ooh, she whooping her ass. She finna put her in the water. In the water. Tie his ass up. Cause y'all were wrong. Do some. Woo! He ran, he jumped in the water. Yeah.
Yeah, this is when they found out that this was not the 1940s. This was not the 1950s. Not only was the young bucks putting hands on people, tossing them fists left and right, but you had the elders out there tossing them fists left and right, putting feet and foots to ass. Then we had the queens coming out, throwing them hands left and right. Shalom and salute to our brother, the big black God. Thank you for being here, family. I appreciate that. And then you had Stone Cold Black Austin come out of nowhere with the swinging of the chair, cracking down on folks like the chairman he is.
Oh my God! He going to jail. Come on, they didn't get him a felony. Oh my God! Y'all ain't got to do all that now. Two all went in the wall. She got out. That's why they throw in the water.
All right, family. I had to play that. I just had to play that to let you know that this broadcast most likely is going to be demonetized. It's going to be, because we're going in. I'm playing it all. If they start messing with it, I'm putting it behind the paywall, ladies and gentlemen. So if you don't catch this live, and if there's an issue, if it's not on the public screen, then that means they had an issue with it. So I put it behind the paywall. But we going in today, family. And as we should, because today is the spirit of this, putting foots to ass, making sure people understand that you don't go around putting your hands on foundational Black Americans for any old reason, because if you do, it's going to pop off. You started something, especially in a crowd of Black folk. You started something that you are not ready for. What it say? My elders used to tell me, don't go around writing checks that you don't have the funds to cash. So if you are writing these just elaborate checks and you give it to somebody and they go to the bank and try to cash it and you ain't got the funds, that check is going to bounce just like that ass is. Pause. So let's get into some love. We gotta get into the love first.
Hey, I'm really proud of y'all. Montgomery brawl. Bitch. Not one but them all. Montgomery brawl. Shout out bro that can swim. Montgomery brawl. Salute shit, really all of them. Montgomery brawl. Red. Shout out Unc with the chair. Montgomery brawl. Everybody that was there. Montgomery brawl. Threw the hat off at the. Hey, I'm really proud of y'all. Montgomery brawl. Bitch. Not one but them all. Montgomery brawl. Shout out bro that can swim. Montgomery brawl. Salute shit, really all of them. Montgomery brawl. Red. Shout out Unc with the chair. Montgomery brawl. Everybody that was there. Montgomery.
Brown skin, light skin, dark skin. All the pretty women with different body types. So many women in plain sight. Let me tell y'all what I like. I like them girls and them cowgirls. I like them girls and them gays too. I like them girls and the cowgirls. Down in the country, that's where it is. Somebody said there's a fate in the water, there's a fate in the water, there's a fate in the water. Them white folk done called us from the water, there's a fate in the water.
Oh yeah, family, you know we had to do it. And you know we the best at doing it too. I just knew today was just going to be a beautiful day of paintings and different type of sketches to show and commemorate what we've done over there in Montgomery. And so, family, before we move on to another situation that's quite like the Montgomery situation, very, very much so, please join me by throwing some salutes in the chat as we give our commemoration to the chair.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the lily.
All right, family. All right. Salute to our brother Reef is in the building, as well as our sister Priscilla Taylor. Much love to the both of you, and thank you for being here. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, much love to everybody, and enjoy your holiday, family. Now, we got to talk about the Cincinnati situation, because there's a lot of situations in Cincinnati that's got these Nabiscos out there showing their ass, being very, very fragile, if one would say, because that's all it is. So we all know about what happened out there in Cincinnati with the family out there having to, you know, once again, become the Black Avengers. I didn't see a hat get tossed up, but I damn sure saw a fist get swung. Let's go over there. Y'all seen this clip, and this was the clip that the Nabiscos are circulating around to try to make it seem like, oh, it all started with us. We were just out there being those rowdy, mean old Negroes, those volatile Negroes.
Oh! 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 They did it! They did it! They did it! They did it! Oh! 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 They did it! Oh! Shit! Yeah! Oh! Shit! Oh! Oh! Shit! Oh! 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 Shit! Oh! Shit! Oh! Oh! Shit! Damn! Damn! Woo! Woo! Oh! Shit! Hands down! Oh! Oh! Shit! Oh! Shit! My boy drunk! Oh! Woo! Damn! Oh!
Now, family, I wanted to play that clip because, as you can see, that Nabisco woman who decided to put herself in the middle of the situation, not just decided to put herself in the middle of the situation, but as you can see, she went on and assaulted the young brother who was actually catching them hands, who was throwing them hands and making sure the other person caught them. Yeah, it was her who put her hands on that man, and another sister came along and decked her first before she got that cold-blown knockout.
Damn.
Now, family, in one of my last broadcasts, I played a clip where, you know, someone actually zoomed in on that person, and it did kind of look like a white man. But after seeing his picture in the on the news, it was clearly a light-skinned brother. But still, you in the middle of a brawl, you mess around, you find out. I'm just saying, I don't condone just going around hitting no women, but when a woman hits you, you know, whatever that person's reaction is, I can't stop that reaction. That's my whole thing about this whole situation. Shalom and salute to our brother FBA. Much love for you. Thank you for being here, family. That's my whole thing about this situation. You have a lot of people running around talking about, oh, this was overboard. You shouldn't have did that. And they didn't even have the full story yet. And then after they got the full story, they keep saying the same thing. No, you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot dictate a person's response to being assaulted whatsoever. Y'all think we're supposed to just sit around and let y'all just run just havoc on us without any type of defense? Well, you folks are learning left and right that, you know, that ain't the case. And it's very apropos. It's very apropos that I chose today to do this broadcast because, you know, the energy of fade in the water is on. Hey, Miguel. Hey, Miguel. You want to come on up? Come on up, Miguel. Let's have a conversation, Miguel. Either get up here, prove yourself, or get up here, or don't get up here and show yourself to be a coward. Come on up, Miguel. Since you wanted attention, I'm going to give you some attention for just a little bit of time. Come on up, Miguel. Have a conversation with me, Miguel. You have 1 minute. If Miguel isn't up here in 1 minute, of you tidying about? Okay. Well, Miguel, you know, people don't feel like hearing from you, hearing your rhetoric, Miguel. All right. Like I was saying, back to what I was saying. You fuck around, you find out. If you put yourself in the middle of a serious brawl like we saw earlier, come on up, Miss Niecy. My sister. What's up, my sister, Miss Niecy?
Church, you know, you gave me the wrench. Thank you. I'm watching the chat. You educate us. Do your broadcast.
Yes, ma'am. You got it.
All right.
Love to you, my sister.
All right. Bye-bye.
Our sister, Miss Niecy, Hurricane Niecy to be specific. All right. So look. Back to what I was saying, you can't run around here trying to tell people how to react to you being violent towards us. And this woman did the same thing that them women at the Montgomery brawl did, right? Wanted to put themselves in the middle of a situation, and the sisters did what they had to do. Now, unfortunately, she caught one from a brother too. Hey, but when you're in the middle of trying to defend your life, you don't have time to look around to see who it is that you're swinging on. If you're not swinging with me, you're getting swung on. That's just what it is. Now tell me I'm lying. Don't think that you can jump in and start pushing on people and all this other stuff and you're not going to get tagged. That's just what it is. But this is how it actually started. That nobody wanted to play this side of the fence. They didn't want to show this at all. They just wanted to make it seem like Black folks just went all wild on these Nabiscos, just started elbowing people and dropping the, elbow drop, rock bottoming people and all this other nonsense. But this is how it actually started.
Hey, these niggas is funny fighting the Russians.
Oh yeah, sleep him, yup. Get him up out of here.
And that's exactly what it was. And the audacity this man has. Not only is this dude not from America, but this dude traveled over here from Russia. He came all the way from Russia thinking that he was going to be able to start a ruckus and then slap a black man and nothing would pop off. Oh, no. See, here's the problem. Here's the problem with that. We're not Caribbeans. We're not Africans. We're not any of the people you're used to dealing with. We are foundational Black Americans. When it comes to our Black ethnicity group, we are the ethnicity group that will throw and catch those hands with the quickness. You put your hands on us and you have guaranteed yourself to fuck around and find out. It ain't no, you need to swing lighter. You ain't got to go too far. No, I'm going to go as far as I want because you put your hands on me, and I'm going to make sure that at the end of this ass whooping, you will never, ever, ever think about putting your hands on another foundational Black American again. Because you will have a flashback to that ass whooping that I gave you. If you think that you're going to run around here talking about putting your hands on somebody over here in America who's a foundational Black American, you're going to have not just flashbacks, but you're going to start having hot flashes. You're going to start having, what are those things called? You're going to start having those type of dreams that wake you up in the middle of the night. You don't feel like something sitting on your chest. You don't think you're dealing with a goddamn succubus or some shit like that. Nah. That's just the fear that I put into your black ass. Excuse me. That my black ass put into you. Yo Nabisco ass is going to catch every foot that this black man has, and this is going to be a charred black foot getting put up your ass. Let's be very clear about that. The one thing you are not going to find here in foundational Black America are people who's going to allow you to run around and put your hands on us. No. And this man coming from another Nabisco country who's dealt with all these other type of people really thought that, this would be a good place to practice white supremacy. I'm in another place of white supremacy. So, I'm going to practice my white supremacy. And I'm going to slap a black man. Well, how did that work out for you?
Hey, these niggas is funny fighting the Russians.
Oh yeah, sleep him, yup.
Didn't work out too well for you either. And you knew what was going to happen because you had everybody surrounding the situation. You had people in the background already knowing what's going to happen. As soon as you put your hand on someone, the first thing that was addressed was, sleep him, because that's what we do. Y'all should have been like just looking up, clips online before you came to America. Y'all should have been paying attention to the Montgomery brawl before you came to America. Let's be very clear about that. Salute to our sister Key Prince. Much love to you, my queen. Thank you for being here. And also thank you for becoming a member. Much love. Much love. Or being a member, excuse me. And then also, salute to Don't Mess With FBA. She made $175K off this shit. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. That's what white supremacy do. White supremacists, when they see they took an L, what do? They start putting money in the pockets of the people. They start putting money in the pockets of the people. They start funding these people because they want these people to be able to come over and do these type of things. Salute to our brother Christopher Ellis. Thank you for your your super chat. Your donation is blessed tenfold, and I appreciate your contribution, my brother. They were looking for African Americans, and FBA showed up exactly. Exactlamundo. Also, shalom and salute to our family, Corey Hall. Incubus, exactly. Not the succubus. Incubus. Incubus is the man. You're right. Thank you very much for that correction. Also, Classy K, thank you for being here, family. I think I seen one more. Our sister Andrea Jones, thank you for your Cashapp donation, family. I appreciate your contribution, and your contribution is blessed tenfold. Yeah, family. It didn't work out too well for them, and I'm happy that these people are starting to see this. They should have been seeing it, and this is good. This is one of the best situations that FBA could have done and made sure happen. This is one of the best situations. Why? Because these folks were Russian, and these folks ran back to Russia, and guess what kind of war stories they got? Oh yeah. And it's in 4K. So other Russians can look this up and know how to not come to America and be. They can come to America and see foundational Black Americans and know not to test that water, or else they're going to get some of this.
Hey, these niggas is funny playing the Russians.
Oh yeah, sleep him, yup. Get him up out of here. Get him up out of here.
Family, when people see beatdowns such as this, are those people going to have to learn? Those people learn after seeing clips like this, after going through situations like this. People have to learn to keep your hands to your damn self, especially when you messing with foundational Black Americans. We got a history in this country where people would lynch us, eat us, terrorize our children. And you think that you're going to come to our country and bring that same type of energy when we didn't fought that off years ago, decades ago? You think you're going to bring that back? Oh, you are sadly mistaken. I'm going to shine hold on, let me find my nicest shoe with the most spiky point. I'm going to shine that up real nice. And I'm going to put that shoe on, tie it up tight, and I'm going to shove it straight up that ass. You got the game messed up. Salute to our sister Mia Kim. Shalom to you, and thank you for being here, my sister. Much love to our brother Quasi Blackstar. Thank you for your super chat. Oh, super sticker. Oh, No, super stickers weren't hitting. Much love to you, my family. Thank you for your contribution. Your contribution is blessed tenfold. I don't know why these people would think that they could go to a whole different country and start drama and just get away with it. Now, y'all might have been able to go back to Russia. Y'all might not have been arrested. But guess what? That ass whooping is going to stick with you for the rest of your life. Your children is going to see that ass whooping that you receive, and it's going to stick with them for the rest of their life. Your grandchildren will see that ass whooping that grandma and grandpa received, and it's going to stick with them for the rest of their life. And if they ever come to America and talk to FBAs or try to mess with FBAs, they're going to think in their head, in the back of their mind, is going to remind them that that generational ass whooping that they grandpapa received, that's hereditary. That can be passed down bloodline to bloodline if you needed to. We are not the people that you've been told we are. We are not the people that you've been shown on television that we are, because I'm pretty sure they don't show the stuff that they show in Africa and Russia. They show all the violent stuff, FBA's being violent in Africa, so that the Africans, they could tell the African, oh yeah, those FBAs, they're thugs and they're criminals. You need to stay away from them and just go to a good neighborhood. But in Russia, I guarantee you, they out there playing all, God dang it, The Cosby Show, A Different World, Living Single. They out there playing Girlfriends. They might be out there playing What's Happening, Good Times. I'm pretty sure, because you thought you was going to come over here and get a JJ response, and nah, you end up getting an American gangster response. Keep your damn hands to yourselves, Nabiscos, or you will fuck around and find out. If I ain't got a fuck to give, if I look around, I ain't got a fuck to give that day. Oh, but the day you put your hands on me, I will find all the fucks in the world. Fucks will rain down from heaven. The Most High will say, here, my son, take these fucks and do what you will. And I'm going to wrap your ass around a pole. Shalom and salute to our sister Patricia A. Jones in the building. Much love to you. And you, thank you for being here, family. Much love to you. Also, let me give a shout out to our brother Black Truth United for your cash donation, family. Your donation is blessed tenfold, and I appreciate your contribution. You were the first one to send in that Cash App, and I forgot to tell you because it was before the stream started. But much love to you, family. Always a pleasure. Now, family, we got to look at the way that it was being framed. Let's take a look at the way the media was trying to frame this nonsense. I wanted to present to you this segment here that is literally quite called. Literally quite called. Hold on, let me go here. It wasn't a brawl. It was attempted unaliving. It wasn't a brawl. It was attempted unaliving.
Well, I don't know what you do with the people standing around watching, but there are at least 5 suspects charged in connection with the violent Cincinnati brawl that left 2 people seriously injured on Saturday night. The Trump administration is suggesting this should be treated as a hate crime investigation. And while it remains unclear,
this should be treated as a hate crime. Hold on now. Hold on now. When Daniel Penny unalived our brother Jordan for just saying words. That wasn't considered a hate crime. As a matter of fact, Trump went around taking pictures with the guy. The guy ended up getting a job in security. Like, I don't understand what these Nabiscos, and I probably never will understand what they're thinking when they say stuff like this, because when you actually see a hate crime, when you actually see people, and we're going to get into that too, just a little bit later, when you actually see an instance that is actually a hate crime, you guys want to say, oh no, that it doesn't apply. In the same damn city, nonetheless, it doesn't apply. But when you see a group of black people defending themselves, oh, that should be a hate crime. If you listen to what the Nabisco is saying, you know where his mindset is. It should be a hate crime to defend yourself.
What led to the attack exactly? It is very clear about how violent it got. One of the most disturbing.
Oh, no, we know what led to the attack. We know exactly what led to the attack. Y'all just don't want to show what led to the attack.
Hey, these niggas is funny fighting the Russians.
Oh yeah, sleep him. Yup.
That's what started the attack. That's what started the altercation. But yet y'all allowed this man to go back over, this man and the woman apparently, to go back over to Russia without any type of extradition, without any type of fouls being charged. Excuse me, charges being filed, excuse me, without anything. But we made sure that they got sent back to Russia with a memory that will last through the test of time. Through bloodline, through the blood, the next generation, and the generation after that will remember this ass whooping. Let's go back here.
Parts of the story is how many people were just standing around watching. Well, clearly not just watching, because we have so many video of it. They were on their phones. One person called 911. Now here's a warning. Some of what you'll see obviously is disturbing, maybe even graphic. So now let's go.
And the person who called 911 was drunk out of his mind. I don't know if y'all heard the 911 call. I tried to pull it back up. I had saved it. And then, I didn't know that once you save it on X, if you don't have the check mark, then you can't favorite something and go back to it. It's locked behind the screen. So I couldn't go back to it. But if you find the tape, listen to the tape, family. The man who called 911 is literally drunk out of his mind. You can barely understand him. The guy is literally incoherent. The lady is asking him about the situation, and he keeps saying, well, they're leaving now. And she's like, well, you keep saying they're leaving. Do you need us on the scene or not? Yes, I need you on the scene. I need you. That's what the 911 call sounded like. Daniel Penny is shout out to our sister, Mrs. L. Daniel Penny is just another example of a white supremacist who came up off of the black unaliving. You're absolutely correct. And this just goes to show you the system and how fragile white supremacy is. They have to reward the villain in a situation. That's what white supremacy is. They know they cannot stand 10 toes when it comes to actually dealing with FBA, because it'll be another situation like this.
Damn.
Oh yeah, when I say that I'm be demonetized for this, I'm gonna make sure this is very, very plain and simple. So this is a reference. We're definitely gonna keep this reference up because people need to know. People need to know that when you put your hands on us, this will be the outcome. Y'all talking about people standing around just filming. Yeah, they're filming it for documentary purposes. This action must be documented so that other people will know not to do things like this when they come to a country they didn't build. Oh, yeah. This is a message for the rest of the world, for the tethers, for the Nabiscos, for the sand squirrels. This is a message for everybody globally. When you come to America, keep your damn hands to yourself. Simple and plain. What you do in your country, keep that stuff in your country. Or you'll mess around and find out.
Go to Brian Yennis, who's in the studio to take us through all of this. Brian, this video went viral, and parts of it are really hard to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Very difficult to watch, Harris. The charges against the 5 suspects are sealed, and we don't even know yet how many, if any, have been arrested. Cincinnati's police chief says we can anticipate, though, more charges against more people. Now, look, the video shows a white man being punched and kicked by a group of black people in downtown Cincinnati on Saturday at 3 a.m. The police have not said how or why this started. The police chief says alcohol played a significant role, and they've characterized it as a sudden dispute following a verbal altercation. Now, in the brawl, a woman appearing to try to protect the man is sucker punched by another man, appearing to be knocked unconscious. Cincinnati's police chief says 100 people watched or were involved, yet only one person called 911.
Notice, family, they played the clip of her putting her hands, assaulting the dude, and they didn't say nothing. Oh, another woman attempted to protect the guy. No. She involved herself in a situation where there was hands being thrown, and she caught a hand to the face. She caught a hand to the face. That's all it is.
I think what they should be angry about is nobody called the police. That is unacceptable, to not call the police.
I don't know why we need to call the police. We took care of the situation. No. We ain't going to call the police so the police can come over here and try to take the side of these goddamn Nabiscos. No. We're going to handle this where it started. We're going to handle it where it started. In California, we got a saying. It goes, get down where you get mad at. We're going to get down where we get mad at. You ain't going to put your hands on us and think we're going to call the po-po. No, ho. You're going to catch these heavenly hands. Oh, yeah. You're going to catch the hands of the Most High for acting like a devil. When you act like a devil, you catch the hands of the Most High. And trust me, it says in the Bible, what? The Spirit of the Most High dwell in each and every one of us. Nabisco. So if I were you, I would keep my hands to myself, because acting like a devil, you'll get the hands of God laid on you.
When you view this, traffic was horrendous. People saw this. They were fighting in front of traffic. Why didn't somebody call us?
Vice President J.D. Vance spoke about this yesterday while in Ohio. Listen.
What I saw is a mob of lawless thugs beating up on an innocent person, and it's disgusting. And I hope every single one of those people who engage in violence is prosecuted to the full extent of the law. When you have a grown man.
Hey, JD, I'm going to need you to fly your ass over there to Russia and get the people who started the incident then. See, this is another reason why I be telling people You might not like Democrats, but that does not mean you scurry over there and start repping Republican, because these people do not like you. Anytime they see you, they use that coded language, thugs. They use that coded language, hooligans, ruffians, looters, all of this nonsense, criminals. When speaking about you in a situation of protecting yourself. So for all the black maggites, to all the blackites, you need to get your shit together. Because trust me when I say, if something happens to you when you have to defend yourself, JD Vance will be right there to call you a hooligan, a thug, an N-word in very little words.
Man who sucker punches a middle-aged woman, that person ought to go to jail for a very long time.
First and foremost, it ain't a sucker punch if the woman included herself in the fight. See, this shows you a lot of these people have never grown up fighting. I grew up fighting. I didn't have a choice. Fighting Nabiscos, fighting goddamn Latinos. Hell, sometimes fighting ourselves. Just for the fun of it. Slap boxing, things like that. We were raised to defend ourselves. These people was raised to be an aggressor and hide their hands. Throw rocks, hide the stone. Throw rocks and hide the stone. Pretend to be the victim of the situation. After you then created the whole situation that you're in. Oh, yeah. That's that Lee Otwater strategy. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Shout out to our brother Still Kevin Trees. Thank you for being here, family. Ain't no black man ever needed to sucker punch a woman. Exactly. Exactly. When I was coming up, the elders would tell the young girls, don't put your hands on men because men are stronger than you. And if they do hit you back, you're going to feel it. That's just what it is. Unfortunately, these people didn't grow up like that because they grew up without any accountability. See, when you grow up without accountability, you don't learn lessons. And then lessons have to be taught by people such as ourselves. I don't know what else to tell you. When you don't learn your lessons at home and go out into the world will teach you that lesson that you never learned. Especially when you come into foundational Black Americans world. Oh, the hard part about it all is, there's a lot of hard truths within our world.
The Trump administration's Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights, Harmeet Dillon, suggested hate crime charges could be filed. Quote, our federal hate crime laws apply to all Americans. We at Civil Rights will monitor closely how local authorities handle this attack. Now, Harris, Cincinnati police chief, warned yesterday the social media video does not depict the entire incident. One video, for instance, we've seen shows other people that perhaps were being beaten down as well, not just.
Now, notice they had to make that disclaimer. The full clip was not released. Why? Because they were sitting here steering a whole narrative. They knew there was a whole video and it was clipped. So they knew the Russian dude started the fight, but yet they went on to run around pushing this narrative that the violent Black people, these violent Blacks, were out there just abusing these Nabiscos for absolutely no reason. And even here at the top, you see it. It wasn't a brawl. It was attempted unaliving. This is the narrative that they're pushing. but yet they want people to believe that this should be a hate crime.
The one man. And I will also point out that there has been criticism from Republican Senator Bernie Moreno against the mayor, Purval, of Cincinnati for waiting, what he says, 2 days to release a statement. And he says that he had not contacted any of the victims as of yesterday when that statement came out.
Well, look, it doesn't surprise me that we're going to see the proceeds of more video in all of this. We should see a lot. People were standing around with their cell phones taking pictures and videos instead of calling for help. I understood it took 6 minutes for anybody to get there and there was no ambulance in the area. I mean, that woman on the...
You know all that information. You knew how many people were standing around recording. You know how many people were stuck in their cars while this was going down. Because it stopped traffic, you know. But you don't know that the man started the fight by slapping the black guy? You got all the information but that part. Interesting.
Ground. That's a lot. Brian, thank you.
Of course.
Emily, I know that they will bring in more evidence in all of this, but as you look at this is a crime scene.
Yes. First of all, I would never use words like fight or brawl. I would use words like attack, assault. I would charge this, first of all, with attempted murder, because we've seen what one-punch murders can be.
This woman is trying to get people charged with attempted unaliving for fighting, for defending yourself after being slapped by a complete white supremacist racist. And I'm not even going to say suspected, a complete, because you have to be one to think that you could just come to America and put your hands on a black man for absolutely no reason because you feel like you could. Salute, big black God. Thank you for your Cash App donation, family. Your donation is blessed tenfold. Excuse me, and I appreciate your contribution. Give me a second, family. Let me drink some water real quick. This is the nonsense that these people are running around here trying to spread. This is the propaganda that these people are spreading. This is what they are trying to get us to get charged with. When in clear goddamn video evidence, we see that the aggressor was not us. And this woman, she looks androgynous, ethnically, not androgynous, ambiguous, excuse me, ethnically. She looks like she can be a little Spaniard, maybe Hispanic, white, something like that. I wonder if she would say the same thing if it was happening, if the same situation happened to her people. I doubt it.
This was horrifying. This deserves no place in society. Ohio State has complicit laws. So if you take part in a group beating, then everyone is responsible and on the hook for those that you see on those myriad cameras recording.
A group beating, family. She called that a group beating. Yeah, it was a group beating because one group beat up another group. It was a full group that they were fighting. It wasn't just one person. Oh yeah, she identifies as white. I understand that all day, my sister. She most likely they all do. The Latinos. But I can tell this woman is not white. I can tell she's not from Ireland or Europe. She got some Spaniard in her. And like I said, I doubt if it was the Hispanics getting their ass whooped or the Hispanics who were doing the ass whooping more accurately, she wouldn't be saying that it should be charged as an unaliving. She wouldn't be saying it's an assault. The assault happened once the Russian dude put his hands on us.
So I certainly would charge everyone with the attempted murder. I would charge them with felonious assault. I would charge them everything under the book. And Harmeet Dillon is absolutely right that if the state doesn't get it right, and I'm not holding my breath, then step in with hate charges at the federal level. This was
number one. Everything that you would have charged would have got tossed because then you have to prove all of those things. And the proof is in the pudding. And the proof is in the pudding. And if you're trying to call for the feds to step in when there's evidence to show that these people were the aggressors, that just shows how much credibility you don't have. You're out here trying to dog whistle to the goddamn feds saying, hey, you guys need to jump on this. But you guys didn't jump on the fact that Daniel Penny unalived an innocent black dude who didn't touch anybody. The hypocrisy is real.
Nauseating to watch. And the amount of tiptoeing around that we have seen from anyone but the vice president and representatives of the federal authorities is so disheartening to boot. So you're telling me it was a fight when you see 100 people, 100 black people beating up 2 white people, and you're not, what if
this woman said 100 black people. Family, I don't know if this woman is Rain Man all of a sudden. I don't know how she might be Rain Man. You can look at a video and all of just count 100 people. That's like when Rain Man, when he dropped the toothpicks on the ground and Rain Man knew how many toothpicks was there just automatically off the top of the dome. How do you know there was over 100 black people there? You seeing a blend of black and whites. But this is how they try to change the narrative up. Shalom and salute to our sister Angelic in the building. Much love to you, McQueen. Thank you for being here.
was 100 white people beating up 2 Asian people? I think it would be pretty clear. There is no place for this in our civilized society. And the fact that Cincinnati downtown in that area was bare and devoid of law enforcement, that is on the shoulders of that police chief, Terry. And there is so much more accountability to be had. That woman was a single mother who was just attending a birthday party. Now she's fighting for her life to the cheers of those 100 plus people. And now we're going to
internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate the crux of my venereal infection.
Family, what we're listening to is Nabisco psychobabble. That's all this is. This is literally Nabisco psychobabble. That's all we can call out on this. This is all it is. It's psychobabble. When you clearly ignore the facts of a case in order to push your narrative, that the facts of the case clearly shows is the complete opposite, that's nothing but Nabisco psychobabble. Oh yeah, we're definitely hated because of our rich melanin. And the fact that we are the people of the Most High in general. These people, they mad because everything on the planet is working against them. Nature, the sun, the stars and quasars, everything in the known universe is working against them. The fear of genetic annihilation. Shout out to our sister, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. Salute to our brother AB. Thank you for being here, family. Much love to you. Let's go here, family. We're done with the psychobabble. Let's hit this one up. Let's hear what Laura Ingraham had to say.
5 have been charged so far in the brutal mob beatdown of 3 adults in downtown Cincinnati. Police releasing the names of 2 suspects who were arrested today. Others, they don't know where they are. 34-year-old Montianez Merriweather and 24-year-old Dekira Vernon, both charged with felonious assault. And
notice the name she didn't name. I didn't hear any Russian names, did you? I ain't hear not one Russian name, did you? Even though they got the evidence to show that the men started the fight, we ain't seen not one Russian man or heard one Russian name, excuse me.
Aggravated rioting. Look, this was depraved and vicious. Anyone who watched this hideous video would agree. Of course, I warn you, it's graphic.
Notice where they're starting the clip. That's why I played both of the clips before we got into this nonsense. They're starting off in the middle of the clip.
This is the.
I started with the beginning of the clip.
Hey, these niggas is funny fighting the Russians.
Oh yeah, sleep him, yup. Get him up out of here. Get him up out of here.
Like I said, pushing a narrative. Salute to Drew Laston. Thank you for your Cash App donation, family. Your donation is blessed tenfold, and I appreciate your contribution, family. It's animalistic to put your hands on somebody just because you feel you can. Just because you feel you can. Laura. You mean the same woman that interjected herself within the middle of the fight? Who put her hands on someone she shouldn't have been putting her hands on? Salute to our sister Lemonade in the building. Much love to you. Thank you for being here, family. No, Laura. No, Laura. No, Laura. No, Laura. Hold on. I'm sorry, family. I didn't go back here. Let me go back to Laura, what Laura had to say, and then we're going to have to interject again.
Thugs smashed a woman to the ground. She fell flat on the pavement, unconscious. You can hear people laughing in the background in some of these videos. We don't know exactly what happened before the fight. Please.
No, Laura. We know exactly what happened before the fight.
Hey, these niggas is funny fighting the Russians.
Oh yeah, sleep him, yup. Get him up out of here. Get him up out of here.
We know what happened, Laura. It's you guys who are omitting what happened, but you're supposed to be the media. Yeah, the lamestream media. That's exactly what you are. Salute to our sister, world's best braider in the house. Much love to you. Say you hit, you get hit. Exactly. Welcome to America. Welcome to America. It doesn't matter if you're a Russian Nabisco. It doesn't matter if you're an Irish Nabisco. It doesn't matter if you're European Nabisco. If you're from Paris. If you're from anywhere. If you're from Arkansas. Don't care. You put your hands on someone. You better be expecting, if it's a foundational Black American, that they're going to put their hands back on you. Let's head back over here to Laura.
Say some sort of verbal altercation, but by the time they arrived on the scene, obviously the fight was over. The people were unconscious.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here.
All right, family. And so shout out to the family that went out and started calling this out, and rightfully so. You're going to sit here after this situation happened. You arrest everybody who that you can, that you can catch. Arrest everybody who's black, but literally omit the folks who started it, the Russians. Literally say nothing about them. Make them out to be a victim. So salute to the family here who went out there and called their ass out.
For those who want to politicize it, the J.D. Vances and the Vivek Ramaswamys and the Bernie Marinos and the Christopher Smithermans and many others who want to politicize it, they have not yet said something that I always hear when a black person, say, runs from the police and then is met with disproportionate force, sometimes ending their life. What we hear is, well, why did they run? Why didn't they just comply? We hear that every time. But I've yet to hear anybody say, why didn't he just walk away? So let me back up so you understand this. Two combatants, one black, one white. The black man steps in, breaks it up. The white guy re-engages, slaps, not the black man that he had just squared up with, but slaps another black man. And nobody's asking, why didn't he just walk away? And so when I see, and I don't know who else the chief is looking for or CPD is looking for, but when I see the mugshots, I only see people who look like me. I don't see the person who re-engaged, slapped not the initial person, but slapped another black man. So I don't see the slapper's mugshot. And so sadly, I have to agree with those who are politicizing this and racializing this. I have to agree with the Smithermans, the Ramaswamis, the Marinos, Corey Bowman. This is racial because it is unequal justice. And so until we see all the mugshots, this is still a racial issue. So let me say again to those in Cincinnati, it's Friday night, and we know people like to go out on Friday night. Here's what I would ask. Because of what happened this past weekend, we don't want to see it happen again. Drink responsibly, take care of one another, and everybody get home safe. God bless you.
Thank you, Pastor. I'm truly grateful for the outpouring from every sector of our city here today and over this past week. It has been a challenging time.
Yeah, family. Salute to this brother. Salute to this brother. And salute to everybody who's there to call it out, because that's the same nonsense that I was speaking about when it comes to the all-white town that they're trying to build and stuff. You're not about to have one justice system that works for you guys and one that works for us no more. No, we're calling all this nonsense out. And if you're going to do it, you're going to be highlighted as somebody who is a white supremacist because you're acting in a manner of a white supremacist. And another thing this shows me, family, and I want y'all to put some 100s in the chat if what I'm about to say is absolutely correct, okay? Another thing that this shows me is that America First BS was just that, bullshit. Because these people are running around here trying to basically prop up these people who are not even Americans. These folks are from Russia, came to America, put their hands on an American citizen, and we handled it like we were supposed to as Americans. You don't hear these people coming out talking about, hey, you know what? Those black guys were right to do what they had to do. Those folks came all the way from Russia and put their hands on an American citizen. And as an American first person, I'm going to stand with foundational black Americans because they had every right to defend themselves against a foreign threat or entity. Have you heard anybody come out and say that? I ain't heard not one person come out saying that or speaking like that or anything of the such, family. At all. At all. And shout out to the ears that hears the truth. Thank you for your Cash App donation, my sister. Your donation is blessed tenfold, and I appreciate your contribution as well. I ain't heard nobody talking like that. So I don't want to hear about this America First nonsense. And I don't want to hear people coming to us talking about we need to stand together because, you know, they're all coming after us as a whole. They, you know, it's really the Top Hat community. We got to be American first at this time. No. Because this is an instance right here. This is an example right here that you should be out here speaking that American first rhetoric, because Americans handled their business when a foreign entity came in here and threatened those Americans. Shalom and salute to our brother Antithesis in the building. Much love to you, family. Thank you for being here. So yeah, these people got their ABK. As they should have. But y'all not gonna sit here and just arrest us for defending ourselves. Nah, we ain't gonna allow that. Much love to Antithesis out here supporting. Much love to your super chat donation, family. And your donation is blessed tenfold. And I truly appreciate your contribution, family. Nah, that's not what we're about. And you ain't about to say you America first while running around here saying we did too much to a group of people that shouldn't have came to America and acted that way in the first place. Imagine me going to Russia, taking a long flight over to Russia, going to one of their bars, drinking to the level of where I am incoherent, I am belligerent, and now I'm arguing with the people of Russia. And I decide to haul off and slap somebody in Russia. Do you know what they will do to me in Russia? Think about Brittany Griner. She just took in some wax and they was about to wrap her up and send her up the river. It took an act of the president to step in and trade somebody they shouldn't have traded, but they traded one person for another to get her home. So nobody expects for anybody to go to someone else's country and start that type of trouble. But it's okay for these people to fly all the way to America, get drunk, get belligerent, and then start a fight. And all of a sudden, these people aren't America first anymore. Like I said, these Magites are stupid in the head. And they think that we are not intelligent enough to pick them apart. Oh, y'all been picked apart before I even got here. When I got here, it was the elders who was picking y'all apart. All I had to do was separate the pieces. The dots was already connected for me. And salute to all the grandmaster teachers that made sure I am who I am today. You guys were already picked apart. So when I see things like this, I can call out the hypocrisy in the snap of a finger. That was my first response to this whole situation when I saw the backlash. I thought we were America first. Everybody was running around here saying America first. And as soon as this happened, you show how America first you're not. I don't want y'all mad at Trump because he's not being America first anymore. He's more like America 5th, 6th, and 7th. Because you guys have shown yourself to be fickle as well when it comes to the topic of being America first. Oh, yeah. Shalom to our brother David Reeves. Once again, easy read on these mails. The book was already written. We just had to come in and just read it. Salute to our sister Opal Ivy. She says, Brittany Griner said in an interview last month on Cam Newton's podcast, Cam Newton's podcast, that the Russians had planted them vaping. Oh, they had planted the vaping cannabis paraphernalia inside of one of her luggage at the airport. Yeah, if they did, I don't know, because she had already admitted before that, she did those type of things. But if they did plant that, I'm not surprised. But I would also have to question why they would choose that time, because she was already flying back and forth because she participated in their leagues. So I would just have to question why that time they decided to plant something on her. But let's go here, family, because like I said, people was calling this nonsense out, and rightfully so.
It's shooting. Made you look, yes, Cincinnati PD shooting. And of course, you know who they was gunning for? Blacks. So as you know, Cincinnati police have arrested 3 blacks in the Cincinnati brawl, looking for 2 others, including the woman, Holly, up here, that was alleged to be knocked out on the floor after, I guess she probably went in to break up the brawl. I couldn't really see where she was at because it was popping. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I didn't see no women, but I did end up seeing this woman being charged as one of the people that was in the brawl. Now, just like her, but because I guess the bruising and how bad she got beat up, she didn't get charged. Yes, which both sides, I'm not even gonna say both sides. It should have been one side to be charged, but when you got blacks whooping ass so well, yes, they just got to charge us because we whoop. It's that good. You cannot make this up.
Family, is there a lie being told in what that man just said? They get mad at us because when we start whooping ass, it's a real ass whooping. When we say you don't want those problems, we really be meaning that. We really mean that when we say you don't want these problems. We really be trying to warn these people. Because when we really set it off, it really gets set off. They think it's going to be like one of those Nabisco fights. They think it's going to be like one of those Nabisco fights, family, where, neither person knows where they're swinging. They're just throwing wild ones, and if someone catches one of the fist to the face, it's going to be one of those surprising moments like, oh, damn, he actually connected. No, with us, it is straight shots. Start with straight shots and then pop bottles. We got those hands. And many of us grew up in a time where our grandparents had those hands, and those hands got passed down to our parents, and those hands got passed down to us. My grandfather, salute to him, the sweet poor Louisianian, he, in his younger days, he was a boxing coach. So when I say I didn't see people talking stuff to my grandpa and he would just knock him clean cut the fuck out. Period, point and blank. Bow, gone. Quickest punch I ever seen in my life. I've seen people try to run up on my grandpa. Bow, quick knockout. And that's been passed down because my grandfather wasn't raising no punks. My dad and my mom wasn't raising no punk. And that's many foundational Black Americans. Our parents have never raised no punks, and they taught us how to fight. They taught us how to swing straight, swing from the hip, and when you connect, make sure you in between that jaw area, the top of the jaw and the bottom of the chin for optimum effect. I was raised to know that 5 pounds of muscle can knock a person out. All it takes is 5 pounds of muscle. Hell, and if you were bigger than me and we was throwing hands, I was taught to put lighters in my hands, put my hold on the lighters, which make my fists more solid. So if you bigger than me, guess what? I'm going to level the playing field regardless. The point of the matter is this. When we tell people to go about your damn day, just go about your damn day. When we tell people and try to warn people this ain't what you want, please take heed that this isn't what you want. Salute to Patricia Green. Thank you for being here, my sister. Because if you don't take heed to that warning, you will what? Fuck around and find out. As I said, that whole week, I may not have a fuck to give. I can look high, I can look low, I can look under a goddamn tree stump, and we'll never find a fuck to give for certain situations. But when you put your hands on me, all the heavens open up, the clouds part ways, the sun starts shining, and a bunch of fucks just fall from the heavens and right into my lap. And the Most High shines the light on me and say, handle your business. In the Bible, it says, do unto others as you will want them to do unto you. It also says, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. And if you want to go back to the old biblical Bible, not the New Testament, but the law, the 5 books of the law, what happened when Lot got kidnapped? When Lot and his family got kidnapped, family? The Most High told Abram, I want you to go and not just get them back. I don't want you to just go and rescue them. I want you to unalive every man, woman, and child and pillage their community. I want you to unalive every man, woman, and child and pillage their community. So we've always been the people about that life. Don't get it confused. So all the Nabiscos, to all the Nabiscos, to all the tethers, to all the sand squirrels, please come to the front of the classroom and listen to me clearly as I say this one more time. If we tell you this ain't what you want, go about your business, please, please, just go about your business and understand that this ain't what you want. Because if you don't, you're going to find out what you don't want to find out, which is these hands are rated E for everybody. And trust me, once they get started, it's very hard to stop.
You can't make this up. Now, you have so many outrageous comments and people taking up Holly's side, giving her donations and raised up $200,000 of donations for her and all this stuff. And what I can tell you is hit the fan. I don't know. It's a bunch of humfounded to this situation. As we know, over the years, we have seen blacks have the upper hand on all the fight videos. Yes, you cannot make this up. This is just the history of social media. You go look at it and look at it. It's most of the time blacks win the fight. Now, you have people that come into these comments that says, oh, they should just call it fade, or you just want to catch fade, just like the Hunter Metcalf and the Austin Metcalf situation. But if it come to call that fade and as they couldn't, what you gonna say? This always, even one-on-one fades, blacks most of the time come out with the upper hand. Now, I ain't saying there ain't no badasses in them other races. Now, it is badasses in them other races. But yes, the odds of you finding is like a diamond in the rough. You understand what I'm saying? Most of the whites that start this end up can't fight. They can't fight. They take a well-good athlete. In my opinion, if we could get all of them, because there's some right now sitting on the other side of these videos that's ready to test blacks or ready to give that or act like they ain't seen the videos of them that people getting ass whooped. I don't understand it. Like, it's so humfounded to the situation that they really go out there thinking, oh yeah, I could go over here and whoop this group. Are we really dominant? Yes, in the athletic department, in the fight department, even in boxing into the ring. they always trying to compete, which they can't compete. Now, you had one guy that said, man, they look like they was fighting for the 300 years of slavery and everything else. No, we just whooped ass that way. And yes, because of 300 years of slavery and the stuff we have to go through, blacks have to go through, yes, we're just a stronger race. We're going to see it physically, we're a stronger race. We're faster, we jump higher, we play better. It's simple. You see it in real life, in real time. And I'll be trying to see why do they do it? And they know that most of the time blacks are dominant, meaning physically. We just gonna nip this in the bud. You call it races are power. They strong because of guns and ammo. But when you talk about physical race, the physical ability of getting down, yes, blacks are the strongest race. We're just gonna say whooping that, and we're just gonna nip that in the bud. And I'm still be confused because, like I said, we have other races that really be like, okay, I'm gonna test them anyway. They really believe in their heart their race is stronger than us physically, and they're not. We just gonna nip it in the bud. And I'm just tired of seeing the video, tired of hearing the rhetoric, because it's like, what am I arguing with in the comments when you really know why most of the videos and everything, even George Zimmerman, he was scared of Trayvon Martin, a kid. That's tell you scared of us. Everything. You got a total gun, but that means physically we do with that. Just like the Riverfront Brawl, just like the Cincinnati Brawl, however you want to look at it. Even when we get attacked and it's 5 jumping 1 black, we still whooping on them. This is what I mean. You cannot make this up. This is a sad situation. I'm just tired of seeing us going to jail because we whoop ass good. We're just gonna nip it in the bud and say it like that. When it comes with hands and getting down and going in there and to the women or the other in that other races or to the other side, yes, people like Holly. Yeah, if you know and you can see that race over there, blacks. I'm telling you, Holly, now blacks are dominant. Stop thinking your nigga, your wife, your nigga, Holly, your brothers, your niggas is stronger than blacks over there. Stop thinking your king is stronger than these kings, because they're not. And that's why Holly is in the situation she is, because she was riding with her kings or her peoples, and they come and put her in, and she leaves out looking like this. Yes, we're just gonna nip it in the bud. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. It's ugly. You can't make this up. Yeah, drop it in the comment. You know I'm wrong. Cut out this. Who should it?
Salute to the brother, and he's right. When it comes to these type of situations, we're gardeners. We're gonna go get our shears, and we're gonna nip it right in the damn bud. Because I don't even know why you would think that it's okay to come from a different country and try to test the waters with us. Keep that shit over there in your country. Test the water with the people in Russia that's black. Don't test the water over here. Because we're the only real black. See, we gave black as a gift to the world when nobody else called themselves black. So what you're looking at to be black isn't the real black. When you get over here, you really get into the real black. And guess what? When you get into the real black will get into you. Pause. We will put hands and feet all up that ass. I will put my foot so far up your ass, when you open your mouth, you will see heels. Real stuff. Salute the son kissed by TMH. Thank you for being here, family. We get blamed for all that's wrong in America. Yep. But when you come to America, you're going to catch all that wrong that we get blamed for if you put your hands on us. That we don't even care about being wrong in that situation. Let's be 100. But family, we got to get into some off-code behavior, because one of the people that was there, who was a witness to the fight in Cincinnati, to the brawl in Cincinnati. Salute Tory Reigns. Thank you for being here, my brother. One of the things that he said really irked me, because I feel like it's off-code behavior. Anybody who feels like, well, you know, who comes out and say this? Well, you know, I understand that, you know, the guy, he put his hands on the brother first, but I think we went overboard. That right there is cooning to me. Anybody who said that we didn't have to take it that far is a coon to me. And let me explain to you why. Because We have to put it on the board, across the board. Put it on the table. We have to make sure everyone across the world know not to come to America and do what that Russian man decided to do, which is put his hands on a foundational Black American for no damn reason. Because you were upset. Because you can control your liquor. And if you think that just knocking them down one good time and we should walk away, no. You're a coon to me. If you go low, we go to hell with it. And that's what people don't get. You cannot dictate what I do when you violate my personal space. You damn sure cannot. Salute Cooking with Miss D. Thank you for being here, family. Much love to you, my sister. So let's go over here. Because like I said, I feel like this was hella off code for him to say this nonsense. Well, hold up.
I kind of zoomed in, and so basically, like I said, I saw a little ruckus going on, saw people kind of scuffling, so kind of zoomed in, and once the my phone kind of focused in, I saw the so-called victims being pretty aggressive towards the group of people that were already standing out there, and it was a situation where.
Salute, honey. Oh, thank you for being here. So you're absolutely correct. Not just foreigners, but anybody. You don't put your hands on us. You don't. Keep your hands to your damn self. I don't understand. Like, do these people not have parents? Because our parents told us, you don't put your hands on somebody, but if somebody put their hands on you, you beat the hell out of them. You make sure they never put hands on you again. And that's one of the reasons why I'm saying anybody who say, oh, you went too far is a freaking coon. Because I went as far as necessary in order to make sure this person will never even think they have the opportunity to do that again. They will have it in the back of their cerebellum. It will be stored there like an acrostic record. You will learn today that you won't go and do the same thing to someone else tomorrow. You're going to think twice before you slap the next Black man.
Looked like, a lot of people, contrary to what people think, but there was a lot of people that were trying to break the fight up. I think a lot of people feel like everyone was just egging it on, and that's not the case. There was a lot of people, trying to stop it. And, like I said, the people that are being called the victims seem to be pretty aggressive, in this. And so.
See, instead of him saying the people who you're calling the victors were the actual aggressors, he did it in a way to make it seem as if it can be questioned. This can't be questioned, family.
Hey, these niggas is funny fighting the Russians.
Oh, yeah, sleep. That was how it started. That is the aggressor. So you need to make sure you say in clear-cut language, the people who you guys are claiming to be victims were the actual aggressors. Let's go back.
That's what I saw. Halfway through the video, you'll probably see where I got out because I noticed someone was on the ground. So I got out and kind of went back like in the thick of the fight. And, there was a guy laying on the ground. I was a little concerned about him, but then he got up and, started, there again. Once he got up, people were kind of backing off of him, but he was kind of still going at people, and, using racial slurs. So, I mean, it was just an unfortunate situation. I know it was.
Notice. They were using racial slurs. They put their hands on people they shouldn't have put their hands on. No one's calling for a hate crime when it comes to our side of the story, is they? No, they're calling for hate crimes and a hate crime to be placed on the people who were defending themselves. Salute Leon Atkins. Thank you for being here, family. Males feel entitled everywhere they go. Exactly. And that's why it's important that we make sure that they know you're not entitled on this side. And you're not just going to do anything to us because you feel entitled to. No, no, no. We're here to shut down that whole narrative.
Wasn't anything had to do with the jazz festival. That's what a lot of people are concerned with. We don't want that to shine a bad light on a very good weekend. It was one of the best weekends ever. But I did see other fights going on. It was just one of those deals where you got people out drinking, and I'm pretty sure drinking had a lot to do with that fight. But it's very unfortunate for the young lady. I pray for her and her family. She was just trying to help out. So definitely, in any way, I don't want to, there was nothing good about that. The fight happening at all was nothing good about it. But, I do know that it wasn't all, the people that are being arrested that I feel like were, at fault. After seeing other videos, I'm seeing where the guy smacked the guy, I saw earlier where that guy was breaking up. He was trying to defuse the fight. And then there was something that happened with his vehicle that I think kind of sparked them. But, initially there was nobody really going at him from what I could see until after the smack. And after the smack, then all hell broke loose. I've been at that corner before, so there's not much problems there. And from what I hear, they were saying they just didn't have any police presence there because, they just didn't have that kind of problem prior to. But, I'm sure next year moving forward, they'll probably, have some foot patrol, which I think would have probably diffused it a lot sooner. But it was just one of those situations, very unfortunate for my city. Ultimately, I would like to think that this would bring us together as a people. It seems like we're divided, but, I think
bring us together as a community when the Nabiscos are running around here trying to make this a hate crime? Really? Over a Russian, somebody who wasn't even American? Like I said, these people have proven that this has nothing to do with being America first. But you want people in your community to come together. I would say that the black people in your community needs to come together and stick together, just like you guys did that night. Well, I won't say you guys because it sounds like you was on the sideline just waiting to get interviewed like this.
If everybody really digs deep and see that, we're not all against each other, we can get along. I think, it's all about the individual. If you want to get along and be positive, and not think that all black people are bad or all white people are bad, it was a situation. I think, like I said, I think it was more the alcohol that was the culprit. But, like I said.
No, buddy. The culprit was the man who started the fight.
Hey, these niggas is funny fighting the Russians.
Oh yeah, sleep him. Yup.
That was the culprit. That is the culprit. Stop trying to make this literally what, and this is what irritates me the most about people like this. You're minimizing the whole damn situation from start to ending in order to make it seem like, oh, well, both sides were kind of wrong. No. If that man would have never put his hands on that brother, the fight would have never started. It wouldn't have popped off. Other brothers were standing in the middle of these people trying to break up the fight. Like it literally became a situation because of one individual. But yet you want to try to place blame on both sides. No. You're doing the community a disservice by doing so. One thing I will agree with them on, though. We wouldn't have put hands on him if he didn't put hands on us. So if you think you can get along with us, if you can just go somewhere where we are, mind your business, you're not going to have to worry about getting hands and feet put on you. We mind our business. But when you come over there thinking that you're going to be able to just run up on people and slap them. Oh, no. You hit, I hit harder. And I keep hitting till it's the final hit. Prayer goes out to the FBAs that was there handling the business. Damn everybody else. I said it. I don't give a damn about that woman. She should have kept her hands to herself. She should have stayed on the sideline while men was handling their business. Another thing I was taught when I was younger. My uncles would get into fights, and my granddad, while the children would run out, try to stop it, the women, my aunts, my grandma and stuff like that would try to stop it. My grandfather was the only person to say, y'all get the hell up out of the men's business and let them be men. Men fight. But you children, you get the hell out of adults' business, and you women, get out of the men's business. Let the men handle what men do. And then once it's over with, they'll shake hands and they'll go back to playing dominoes or whatever the situation may have you. These people haven't been taught to stay out of situations if they don't involve you. Do not put yourself in the middle of a situation, especially when men are fighting as a woman, because you could get knocked out accidentally or on purpose. Not saying that my family was like that, but I'm just saying these are the repercussions when you put yourself in the middle of two men. Let's just be very honest about that. Salute, Star Child. Thank you for being here, family. Much love to you. Appreciate you as always. Let's go back over here.
We can just get past this and use this as a stepping stone to be more positive towards each other.
We can get past this and use it as a stepping stone to be more positive towards each other. We wasn't being negative towards them to begin with. We wasn't being negative towards them to begin with. The negativity started on one side. So family, yeah, I had to call that guy. There's a lot of cooning in what this dude was saying and doing. A lot of cooning. Now let's get to some of these so-called, let's put it like this. Let's get to the manufactured outrage. Let's go here, family. First and foremost, these people have put so much money in that lady's pocket, have shown her so much love that she felt comfortable getting on camera and thanking everybody for putting funds into her account because she got knocked the hell out.
I just want to say thank you so much to everyone.
Victim. No. Participant.
For all of the love and support. It is very humbling that you have sent your prayers, your blessings. It's definitely what's keeping me going. And you have just brought back faith in humanity. So God bless you all. And thank you. I appreciate everything that you're doing for me and my family. It's been very, very hard, and I'm still recovering. I still have a very bad brain trauma. And it's, thank you, everyone.
Now, family, do you think she'll step in the middle of a male fight again? She might, because Nabiscos, they don't, never get it. My sister Angelic, we got to do it. Thank you very much. Let me replay that. We got to do it the right way, my sister. You are absolutely correct. That's not it there. Hold on. Hold on.
I just want to say thank you so much to everyone for all of the love and support. It is very humbling that you have sent your prayers, your blessings. It's definitely what's keeping me going. And you have just brought back faith in humanity. So God bless you all, and thank you. I appreciate everything that you're doing for me and my family. It's been very, very hard, and I'm still recovering. I still have a very bad brain trauma. It's thank you, everyone.
Oh, family. She needs some amazing grace in her life. Oh, I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you for all your prayers and all the money that you've sent to me, supporting me and my family as an Nabisco woman. Because I didn't think after putting my hands on a black person that it would end up like this. Oh, I need amazing grace in my life. Yeah, you messed around, you found out. That's just what it is. In the words of Torian Reigns, salute to our brother. I absolutely feel nothing for you. Nothing for you. But let's get into some of this manufactured outrage, shall we? Salute to our brother Wild Williams in the building. Much love to you, family.
There's been a lot that's happened with the Cincinnati brawl that happened downtown next to the music festival on July 26th. Downtown at 4th and Elm Street, captured in viral video showing a man and woman brutally attacked. Cincinnati Police Chief Teresa Teege called it cruel and unacceptable, and 6 people have now been charged with felonious assault and aggravated rioting. 4 of them are in custody: Montañez Merriweather, Dakira Vernon, Jermaine Matthews, and a 4th unnamed suspect, while 2 others are being sought. Merriweather and Matthews allegedly coordinated the attack, with video evidence showing them targeting victims, while Vernon allegedly jumped.
Notice what this dude is saying. They allegedly coordinated the attack. No, the mother effer slapped the black man in the face and thought that he was going to walk away. Well, he did walk away, except he walked away with bruises, nicks, cuts, and everything else he should have walked away with. And unfortunately, the Nabisco woman was dragged away. As she should. I'm just saying. It's just a reality. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Patricia. Much love to you. He looks like Jeffrey Dahmer, especially that version of the Netflix version. Yeah, he looks just like that dude. Exactly. Shout out to original Copper American Sun Energy. Much love to you. It's on camera. It's in 4K.
Then punching a woman trying to help. Bonds range from $100,000 to $500,000, and the investigation continues with more arrests expected. The woman named Holly, who was a single mom who was assaulted in the brawl, has become a focal point. Ohio gubernatorial candidate Vivek Ramaswamy spoke with her, slamming the lack of police presence that night. He's hosting a town hall on August 4th to address safety concerns, joined by former Vice Mayor Chris Smitherman. Meanwhile, the fundraiser for Holly, raised by Benny Johnson, has reached nearly $150,000. The controversy doesn't stop there. Mayor Abtab Purvo, who's been on vacation, condemned the violence, saying this is not who we are as a city, and insists arrests are forthcoming. But he's facing backlash for downplaying the claims of motives, despite federal officials like Harmeet Dillon suggesting hate crime laws could apply. Chief Teege also caught flack for noting only 1 911 call had been made despite 100 onlookers, prompting criticism from mayoral candidate Corey Bowman, who's J.D. Vance's half-brother, by the way, who claimed...
Where are they getting this 100 number from, family? And none of the reports that I listened to that we played here today, family, did any of you hear the 100 number outside of the chick on Fox? The police didn't come out and say there was over 100 people there or anything. They're just trying to ramp up the number of people out there. That is ridiculous. And they're so concerned about the only one person who called Popo. Yeah, because everybody else understood that these folks was handling their damn business. The police isn't necessary. You know what that's called when you slap me, sir? That's called engaging in mutual combat. And it wasn't just one Nabisco getting his ass kicked. There were several Nabiscos around him who was trying to help that Nabisco man attack those black folks. And that's why those black folks was attacking every one of them in sight. The hell are these people talking about?
James, a caller, was dismissed by dispatch. Adding fuel to the fire, council member Victoria Park sparked outrage with a Facebook comment saying the victims begged for that beatdown, drawing condemnation from Pureville and council members.
Hey, family, if someone slapped me in the face, yeah, that's kind of begging for it, especially when I tell you go about your business. This ain't what you want. And you slap me in the face, oh, that's like getting on your knees and pleading to the Most High to let me whoop your ass. And I will oblige.
The city's now under scrutiny with Ohio Governor Mike DeWine sending state highway patrol to assist local police. And I could even say, being in Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky since then, the police presence has risen a lot. Some locals, like business owners near Love nightclub, are calling the brawl a hate crime and pointing to ongoing crowd control issues. Chief TG plans to release more footage next week. Questions remain about what sparked the fight. But one thing for sure, we know exactly the result of the fight. It really does show cultural tendencies, whether you want to admit it or not. But it's good to see hundreds and thousands of dollars raised for Holly and her family as she took that beat down from those absolute.
I bet it would be good. It's good for you. You feel good knowing that white supremacists are still white supremacing. That's what that is. Salute to Cecilia Mako. Thank you for being here. Nabisco, that's some new shit. Yeah. Welcome to that brand new. Let's go here, family, because as I told you, we got a couple of coons who feel the same way. Let's go here, family.
So here I am thinking I didn't see the full video. If the full video is the part where we see the white guy slap the young man, then I definitely seen the full video. However, I didn't originally see that young man get slapped. Now that I've seen it, I still feel like a slap in the face doesn't equate to getting jumped. I don't know how y'all don't see the wrong in that. Someone else mentioned that the white guy called him the N-word. Seriously? Hold on. See what I'm saying, family? This woman saw the full clip and she's still trying to say that the Nabisco got jumped. No, this was a brawl. There were several Nabiscos who were partaking in the brawl. Y'all saw the part where the Nabisco woman snatched off the wig of the black woman who was on the ground? There were several people taking, like literally, this was a brawl, the pure definition of it. We still letting that word get to us? How old are we? I'll say this. Called him the N-word. Seriously? We still letting that word get to us? How old are we? Yeah, you're definitely, I'm getting Tether vibes, family. I'm getting hardcore Tether vibes. I'll say this. That man was wrong on so many levels for slapping another man in the face. That's the ultimate sign of disrespect. However, jumping a man and stomping on his head because he called you the N-word and because he slapped you is not acceptable. It's still wrong on so many levels. Now, had this been a one-on-one fight, I'd be like, you know what? That man got what he deserves. He slapped him in the face. There's no excuse for it. None at all. But that's not how it happened. Once you jump somebody and you try to basically unalive them, that changes the whole dynamic of the situation. And I don't know where the hell they get the damn notion that they were trying to unalive somebody.
Like I said, these coons are pulling things out of the sky, out of nowhere. All of a sudden, we're trying to unalive somebody for teaching them a lesson. You ain't calling out none of the other Nabiscos that was in the situation. You're only speaking about the black folk who decided to teach those Nabiscos a lesson. Who do you lay down with at night, ma'am? We still letting the N-word get to us. I don't think you have a tie to that N-word. If we're out here telling the Mexicans that they can't say the N-word, if we're out here telling everybody, damn the Mexicans, everybody that they don't have the right to say the N-word, and they're running around here trying to still use the N-word, and we're still holding it down, standing 10 toes saying you don't have that right. What makes you think that we're going to let some Russian dude come over here, slap you in the face, and call you the N-word? Like I said, everybody can't go. And I don't know if this woman is FBA or not, but she clearly love her some pink meat. Let's go to this one.
I know a lot of blacks for to get mad at this video. I could give two fucks. That situation that happened in Cincinnati, that brawl, that made no sense. If that white man did hit that black man, it should have been between them. If they were going to scrap or fight, it should have been among them to then take 5 or 6 black men and 2 and 3 black women to jump in it. Then the way.
Where are these people when the Nabiscos are jumping black folk? Where are they? Because you never see these people. Even when those Nabiscos tried to jump that brother at the pool, the only reason why anybody said anything is because of the fact the brother still came out on top. Y'all don't talk about the senseless violence that literally targets us every damn day. But the second that we stand up against white supremacists, you gotta pull your mammy pap. And she got on a moo-moo too. She came out in her moo-moo talking like a straight mammy. Mammified to saying the whole situation.
You black boy, you hit that girl like that and everything, and she hit that ground. That was so fucking sickening. And Victoria Parks, you councilwoman, you condoned it. You said they deserve that beat down. What fucking kind of councilwoman you are?
Someone that deserves a salute. Salute to you, councilwoman. You might not been on cold, but you was on cold this time around. Salute to you. That's what kind.
And then another man was just walking and sucker punch. Come on, motherfucking black people. Come on. And then y'all were recording instead of calling 911 just so y'all can put on y'all Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. What the fuck is going on with?
Thank you, Antithesis. I'm going to have to get a tether alarm because I truly, yeah, I'm going to have to get a tether alarm. Ain't no way in the world you can see all the stuff that we go through in this country, and then in a second we stand up against a group of people who's attacking us. You got this much smoke. Got this much smoke. These are the same people that got smoke for Carmelo for defending himself. The same people who got smoke for Rodney Hinton for having a psychotic break.
this society where they condoning violence now. And then some of y'all gonna jump on TikTok and say,
condoning violence now? Now? Did the woman say now as if these people have not been condoning violence from the jump? Trayvon Martin, Tamir Rice, Daniel Penny choked out Jordan Neely and he didn't do nothing. They made all of those people millionaires. Cal Rittenhouse made a millionaire. What the hell? Derek Chauvin. You want to talk about now condoning violence? If you don't sit your no-neck having ass up, man, just shut your no-neck having ass up. Just shut it up. Salute to our brother DJ Black 909 in the building. Much love to you, family.
people should have got what they deserve. Black, we need to do fucking better with this violence and bullshit.
You're right. We do need to do better. Next time, maybe we should send them to the morgue instead of a hospital, since you want to talk like that. That would be warranted. If I went and put my hands on the Nabisco and he unalived me, everybody would be out here screaming, oh, he should have kept his hands to himself. But when we defend ourselves, we got to do better. Anything better? Excuse me. The only thing better than sending them to the hospital after they put their hands on us is sending them to the morgue. Damn what you got to say. Let's get over here, family. Let's get over to the family that actually was calling it out. And look, I ain't gonna lie, some of the Biscos were coming out calling this nonsense out too after they found out what happened. Let's go here. But first, we're gonna go to this brother here.
They asked for it. They asked for it.
No, the woman did not ask for it. She got caught up in that situation when the man asked for it by slapping the guy while belting out racial slurs. If I walked up to a motorcycle club and slapped one of the members, guess what? I'm asking to get my ass whooped. If I walk up to a group of soldiers out on the town having a drink and slap one of them, I'm asking to get my ass whooped. If I were to walk in the bench and her shouting anti-Italian slurs, guess what? I'm asking to get my ass whooped. If I were to burn the American flag during a Memorial Day event, I'm asking to get my ass whooped. How about stop hiding behind freedom of speech to be a disrespectful dick to other people? Strange thing, though. Shiloh Hendricks shouted out the N-word on the playground to a child, and a lot of you made her a billionaire. She didn't get her ass whooped even though she was asking for one. Now go make that white guy a millionaire for shouting the N-word and getting his ass whooped. Being that he's Russian, that wouldn't fit your patriotic narrative, now will it?
Once again, goes to show, ain't no damn real patriot. The American first. Y'all not a patriot. You're not American first. You're a bunch of cowards with Twitter fingers who's behind the keyboard playing with your Twitter fingers. Salute to our brother Kid Gravity Beyond in the building. Much love to you, family. Thank you for being here. Let's go here, family.
So now that more information has come out, it's looking like the Cincinnati brawl narrative we were fed by all the racists is complete bullshit, of course. Let's get into it. So what we were told was that this...
Now notice, family, when before the full clip came out, all these people were saying the same damn thing. After it comes out, now the racists are trying to delineate. The Nabisco is trying to delineate. He's saying, oh, all the narratives that the racists fed us. No. Say it like it is. The narrative that your community, the Nabisco community, was running around saying.
It was a fight where some black folks were chasing down and beating white people because they're white. That's what we've been told this whole time by these people. And now that more video evidence is coming out, it's very obvious that they cut the very beginning of the fight that shows it was a mutual fight. It was a normal bar fight, drunk fight, whatever you want to call it. I've been in many of them back in the day when I was younger, where two groups of people are talking shit. There's little scuffles by both sides, and then it gets broken up. A black man and a white man both step in, break it up. They de-escalate it. And then the big white man walks up to the black man in the red shirt and smacks him right in the face, and then all hell breaks loose. And they've arrested 4 of the black folks. And let's see what the chief of police said when she was asked about why they haven't arrested the white man.
I asked city leaders directly. Well, the man that Pastor Lynch was talking about who made the slap that you could see on some of the cameras on social media, will he be facing charges?
We are actively investigating him. We take all violence very seriously. As I mentioned, I expect more charges and more arrests.
They spoke to his counsel before they went down to see him, and the counsel said no. He did not want the police talking to his client, so therefore we have not had a conversation with him yet.
Wait a freaking minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So the aggressor in the situation, you won't go arrest because his attorney says he don't want y'all speaking to his client, but y'all go arrest all of the black folk that was involved in the situation. It doesn't matter whether the attorney says, I don't want you speaking to my client. You have video evidence of his client starting this whole brawl, assaulting a man on camera in 4K. And you're telling me that his attorney has all authority over whether or not you go and arrest this man and give him the perp walk like you did to the black folks who was involved in this situation? Oh, hell no. Tell me you're a white supremacist without telling me you're a white supremacist.
Like, what the fuck is she even talking about? You've already arrested 4 of the black folks that were in the fight. And you have video evidence of this white man walking up after it was de-escalated and smacking the black man in the red shirt right in the face. And that's when all hell breaks loose. And you want to talk to him? And you're being told no. And you're just like, well, you have video evidence of him assaulting someone. And they're saying these people are Russians. So what happened to America First? I guess that goes out the window when it's black folks, right? You got to.
Even the Nabisco is calling out what happened to America First. I thought we was America First. Nah, we were only American first when it, fits the mold. When it's time to, support foundational black Americans. Oh, no. We're American 15. We're American 16.
You got to make it into a race thing when the black folks are sticking up for themselves. Let me remind you that they have a stand your ground law in Ohio. And I'm about to show you exactly what it says. So Ohio has a stand your ground law they passed in 2021 that takes away the duty to retreat. You can see it right there. There was a requirement to retreat, and now there's not. And the law gives you a self-defense right in defense of yourself, in defense of another, in defense of one's residence. So as soon as it was...
So the person who said, the coon lady, the suspected tether who said, oh, if it would have just been a one-on-one fight, I would have just said, okay. No. The law in Cincinnati, Ohio says that in the defense of yourself or others. So that's how the brawl became a brawl, because it wasn't just in the defense of one, it was a defense of all.
Escalated, and the white man walked up to the black man and smacked him right in the face. Everybody there had a right, according to Ohio, to unalive him on the spot. Right there, boom, done. And all he did was get an ass beaten. So I'm really confused at how we're arresting the black folks in this situation, because everybody there had a right to defend the black man in the red shirt after he got smacked. Everybody. The Ohio law says it. Somebody that was not involved at all, that was standing there, that saw him get smacked, could have pulled out a pew-pew and ended it all right there. But he gets a beat down, and then they want to arrest 4 of the black folks. 5 of them, I think. They're trying to get the other one. He's not got arrested yet with felonies, and they won't even go arrest the white man that they have evidence of assaulting the black man in the red shirt. And don't give me this, oh, they jumped him, blah, blah. You have a right to unalive them on the spot. I don't need to hear about, oh, they got jumped and the woman got hit. The woman went and got involved in the fight. If you're in that fight, anybody running up to you could be a threat. And Ohio tells you that if you are threatened, you have a right to self-defense.
Damn, even Brad says that the Nabisco woman should have been knocked the hell out. You got Brad over here saying, hey, she jumped into the fight. She fucked around and she found out, basically. So what's the damn problem? And now that Brad came out and said this, I wonder if this coon will believe it. Because I'm pretty sure she's one of those type of people that need to hear it from a Nabisco, even though it's correct when a black person says it.
So the best advice I can give you if you're not a racist conservative is to wait for the facts to come out. I waited a week because if you don't, they will have you looking dumb. You have literally sided with racist because you jumped on this shit 6 days ago and didn't wait all the information, okay? It's very obvious what happened here. It's very obvious that some shit's going on that they don't want to go arrest the white man when they have video evidence of him smacking the black man. We should all be furious that the black people are arrested and the white man's not. And instead, the racists have everybody mad at the black folks.
Salute, Torian. Thank you for that idea. I might just have to do that. I can hear the background. Dun! Salute, Donna C. Thank you for being here, my sister. Much love to you. Yeah, family. Okay, so let's go here.
Hey, white people. We've been quiet enough, don't you think? How many more white couples have to be beat down before we step up? I'm curious. Why are we not making noise? I get it. We're not like those ghetto people. Have to be loud and obnoxious. Put on a big fucking theatrical scene. I get that. But maybe we should make some noise.
Maybe you should leave people alone.
Yeah, because obviously nothing is changing. It's only getting worse, as you can tell by the couple in Cincinnati. I'll tell you what. When I go to the party, I'm definitely bringing my own stuff. I guarantee you, it's gonna be louder than the rest.
Why are white people pretending like they don't start drama? Why are white people pretending like they're not the ones going around assaulting people? Why are white people pretending like they're not the ones that won't leave other people alone? Why are white people pretending like they're just magically being attacked for no reason at all? This level of cognitive dissonance is scary, but they have to have that because it's the only way that they can survive. They have to believe in their delusional minds that they aren't who they actually are, while literally being exactly who we know that they are. They have to. It's the only way that they can survive. I'm convinced they're delusional. I'm convinced that a lot of them are probably on that stuff. And she's talking about she's going to bring her stuff with her. Ma'am, you think you're the only one that's carrying something? You think you're the only one with some stuff? If you all just leave black people alone, there would be no issues. There would be no issues. There's not countless attacks of, or instances where you guys are just getting attacked by black people for no reason. Why are you all lying? Y'all are scary. This is exactly what's been happening throughout history. Y'all are just liars, pathological liars, delusional. This is insane. It's given psychosis at this point. Like the Montgomery brawl, white people started that. What happened in Cincinnati? White people started that. No one is just randomly coming up to white people and bothering y'all. We don't care about what y'all got going on. Leave people alone. Enough is enough. We need to start fighting back. Bitch, y'all want to be black people so bad. You're using black people talking points because y'all have been harassing and assaulting us for centuries. Y'all just can't help. Y'all cannot take the fact that we are hitting your ass back. We cussing you back out. You cannot just get away with assaulting black people anymore. And you're losing. You all are malfunctioning. That's what's happening because we are not just going out attacking y'all. Stop lying. And I'm going to, like I said, we're going to make 100 videos until they get it because we cannot allow them to try to flip the narrative. They've been doing this for centuries. They've been doing it on paper. They've been doing it in the curriculum at school. They've been doing it in the news. They've been doing it in the media. And we've just been allowing it because now we have platforms. We have to continuously speak out against this. Black people, if you are watching this video, if you got this far, make videos talking about whenever they do something, blast it because they're trying to flip the narrative. We cannot allow them to paint us out to be them. You're not me and I'm not you. I'm not about to let you destiny swap with me like this. We're not allowing it. Spread love is to Brooklyn Way.
Salute to that sister, because that's exactly what it is. You want to be a victim. You want to be so bad. You want to be the oppressed, the oppressor, trying to switch places with the oppressed. And in actuality, all you're doing is showing the stupidity within your whole damn culture, the psychoses within all of your people, the lies and the narratives that you people have been pushing for centuries. That's all it is. And more people are standing up, calling it out, calling it for what it is, because that's all you're doing, trying to uphold this system of white supremacy. Let's go here, family.
White people, can y'all please tell me where's the accountability at? Now, this Cincinnati brawl, it reminds me a lot of the Montgomery brawl. The only difference is this time black people, they were actually ready. The thing that I noticed in both of these circumstances is that the white person actually started this entire thing. The white person started this entire thing. But all they did was make it seem as if this white man was a victim and then started to arrest a bunch of black people who were defending themselves. Now, the problem in both of these circumstances is that you white people, y'all always write checks that y'all ass can't cash. The only check y'all can cash are the ones is when y'all either got a weapon on y'all or when y'all in superior numbers or when y'all in the backwoods in the middle of nowhere where it's predominantly you and all your cousins, Billy Bob Joe, and y'all could jump people. and y'all can hang people from trees without there being any repercussions because the fucking police officers be accomplices. But anyways, now that I seen this brawl, I watch all these news articles. All I see are these news anchors bringing up these people past. First of all, relinquishing this white man, talking about calling him a victim. That dude the one threw the first punch. That make no sense. So you telling me if a black person go out and do something, let's say he just in a crowd of white people, and he punched this white lady or punched this white man in the face, he's the victim, even though he incited all of this. They talking about all these black people inciting riots. And my favorite part of watching these racist ass news anchors is when anytime they talk about a black person, they try discrediting those black people by bringing up, oh, they had to white it up. You knew they had to bring up the past. Oh, well, you know, these people, they didn't pay child support in 2006, so, you know, he had his license suspended. Also, they start talking about a bunch of shit that has absolutely nothing to do with the circumstances. And I don't understand how these white people can be victims when they started it. The only person I really feel bad about in this whole situation is these white women who stand by the side of these racist ass, arrogant white men who think that they can't be touched. Why? I feel so bad. European ladies, let me tell y'all something. A lot of y'all men that y'all with, they're arrogant. They think they're smarter than everybody. They think they're tougher than everybody. The United States government has given them a pair of false balls. They think they like that when they not. Let those men sit there and get dealt with accordingly. Then when he done getting that reality check that he deserved, then that's when I think you should go there, cart him in a fucking ambulance, and tell him how maybe he can avoid shit like this in the future. Please don't put your safety at risk for these arrogant, racist ass white men who want you to stand alongside of him and get beat up.
Hey, where's the lie in that? Where's the lie in that? I mean, if she wouldn't have, let's just be honest, if that Russian chick wouldn't have rushed in trying to push on or punch on whatever, that brother, she wouldn't have felt the hands of God hit her face, and she wouldn't have woke up on the ground. She wouldn't have concussion. She wouldn't, have trauma, brain trauma or anything like that. And she wouldn't have that, traumatic memory to have to hold on to for the rest of her days. On her deathbed, she's going to be telling that story to her grandchildren. I remember when me and your grandfather flew from Mother Russia, and went to America and found out that foundational Black Americans are with the shits. For months, the back of my head was cracked wide open, and I couldn't do nothing but wake up in cold sweats for 3 years straight. I guarantee you. And as she should, so that her grandchildren will know not to come over here testing the waters. Let's go here, family.
Y'all, if ain't no motherfucking way was a clip, I can show you better than I can tell you, was a moment, the visual for 10 Toes Down, and I don't talk about it, I'm gonna be about it. See a diagram for one thing's for certain, two things for sure. If you need an example of what all up in your ass really looks like, if when they go low, we go to hell was a group, that Cincinnati Brawl gives you all the visuals you need to know of what it means, the FAFO, when you start messing with the wrong people. I don't know what is in the Caucasian tea or coffee, but y'all really need to leave Black folks alone. Leave us the fuck alone.
I'm going to speak on this once and one time only, and this is the other white people. And this is about that Cincinnati repercussions thing, because I'm seeing white people run their...
Damn, Brad is out here calling it. We got a whole nother Brad, and he's over here calling it the Cincinnati repercussions thing. That might just have to be the new name of it. The Cincinnati repercussion situation. Oh, shout out to Brad for throwing that into the lexicon.
Fucking mouth on here about how dangerous and violent, the black people were that handled those white people. No, fuck that shit. We are in open, overt white supremacy, violent white supremacy right now. This country's been about that for fucking centuries. Keep your fucking hands and your mouth to your goddamn self as a white person. You think black people, you think indigenous people, people of color, people from other communities outside of whiteness should just fucking take that shit. And that's not how this works. And you're going to get people that are real fed up with us. White people can literally end the life of a black person by calling the cops one time. White people can literally end the life and the family structure of an immigrant family by calling ICE one time. And you think that it's okay to go around and do this like free speech? You throwing out slurs and shit. And so when you get fucked up, you want to turn yourself into the victim. Fuck that shit. Nope, that's a life lesson. And I'll never speak for anybody from any community outside of white people. And I'm telling you, You might think that you can go run your fucking mouth and say whatever the fuck you want, do whatever the fuck you want. That time is coming to an end. And I don't care how many people fucking teach you a life lesson. Keep your fucking mouth shut and keep your hands to yourself. It's really fucking simple.
Okay, so we got Brad and we got Ken, and both of them sounding like us. And Brad, like Ken, he literally sounds like this man.
Them motherfucking YT people in Cincinnati got exactly what the fuck they was looking for. They got exactly what the fuck they was looking for. Keep your motherfucking hands to yourself. And come to find out, either the person that took care of their business first or one of the people in the group was autistic. And so the white man that slapped the black man was supposed to be some type of business owner. You know, he was harassing that black group, and they got what they was looking for. Keep your motherfucking hands to yourself. In my opinion, that's spiritual karma. Your great-granddaddy or great-great-grandmama was out there probably a part of one of them mobs that used to drag black people out of the jail and put them in the tree. And here you come down the bloodline thinking you can do something, the same thing or something close to it. You did what I'm saying? You reaping spiritual karma. All you white tea people across the nation that try to play innocent when y'all do something and say, oh, they went overboard or they went too far, where your great-granddaddy and your great-great-grandmama went too far, you reaping spiritual karma. Us black people ain't going for that shit. Don't put your hands on me. I come peacefully. I come respectfully. I respect everybody I come across. I don't start no shit. I'm not no troublemaker. And most black people don't start no shit. Ain't no troublemaker. We trying to get from point A to point B safely, and here your ass come. Don't put your hands on Rich One. I'm putting shit on their back pocket ASAP.
Ooh, salute to that brother. He said, don't put no hands on Rich One. I'm putting something in their back pocket. That's the energy that we have. That's the energy that we've always had. When you have a situation to where we have to defend ourselves, we're not just going to defend ourselves. We're going to take it to hell. If you want to bring problems like a devil, we're going to bring the hands of God and lay these hands upon you. That's just what it is. Salute to Benny Brown. He said all that vodka got to their foreheads. Yeah, it got directly, it went straight to their foreheads. And guess what? It got knocked out their ears. That's just what had to happen. It went straight to the forehead and got knocked straight out their ears. You ever heard of the saying, in one ear and out the other? It was in the head and out the ear. Pause. Let's go here, family.
Ladies and gentlemen, if the races were reversed.
Shut your bitch ass up. This willfully ignorant troglodytes like yourself is why I left the Republican Party and went for libertarian. If the races were reversed, we'd be hearing you calling black people snowflakes when they responded on social media with outrage. We would hear you judging the victims even if the only thing they had in their criminal background was a parking ticket. You would have said something along the lines of those black people fucked around, found out. Or they played a stupid game and won a stupid prize. In our news feeds, we would be force-fed a plethora of anti-black talking points from conservative media. The whole race would be held accountable in its entirety for one black person who threw the first punch. No, there would not be riots and cities burnt to the ground. We saw a hate crime in Buffalo, New York back in 2022. No riots, no cities were burnt down. We saw a hate crime that took place in Jacksonville, Florida at the Dollar General in 2023. No riots, no cities were burnt down. Also in Jacksonville, Florida, we saw a black serviceman taken out by the police in his home. No riots, no cities were burnt down. Also in 2024, we saw Sonia Massey get taken out by the police in her home. Guess what? No cities were burnt down, no riots. However, Ashley Babbitt gets sent to meet her maker by the police while entering a secure government area, and I bet you one of the many troglodytes calling her a patriot and a hero. Where you and I may be on the same political level, I can honestly say you and me are not the same. I didn't draw that line of division. You did.
Even got your black Republicans walking away from the Republican Party, apparently. This man said, God dang it, this is why I walked away from the Republican Party. At least you got enough sense to understand how they portray every situation when it comes to black people versus white people as a black man who was in the Republican Party, because a lot of folks play that cognitive dissonance bull stuff. They act like they don't know what's going on. They never seen any of the issues that the black community had to deal with when it comes to the Republicans. So much love to that dude for saying that. It had to be said. But most of us are saying we have the same consistency when it comes down to the Cincinnati straightening. That's what it is, the Cincinnati straightening. Let's go here.
It's like y'all have this false ass fucking perception that you can just go up and be racist to anybody and think they just gonna just be like, okay, yes, I'm asshole. No, motherfucker, you gonna get punched right in your shit every single time. You gonna get hit right in your fucking cranium. So your brainium all fucked up. I don't understand you motherfuckers, bro. Like, How do you think that's a pass? And then you surprised you getting beat up on. You need to get. It's like y'all didn't even learn from the Alabama brawl. Black people are tired. We're not going for that shit no more, motherfucker. Come with that racist shit, you're gonna get your ass beat. And if y'all keep doing it, somebody may take it further. I suggest y'all stop, because you're gonna get your ass beat. I'm surprised they ain't pull out a chair, because that is the statement. We need to start using chairs.
We need to go back to using chairs. We needed somebody to come out of nowhere and toss one of the brothers a folding chair, like, my brother, and then somebody caught it and just go bow, and we just start dancing in the middle of the street. You dig me? Because goddamn, this, like I said, we go through stuff in this country that no other group of people go through, right? And so when we see things happen like the Montgomery boycott, the Montgomery situation, the Montgomery brawl, as well as the Cincinnati straightening situation, we're proud of that because of the fact that we've gone through so much with these people. Literally, they're lucky we're not going further. Salute to our brother Torian Reigns. He says, see, if we had a proper hate crime bill, they might think twice. But then again, who knows? I think after the first few people got their ass snatched up for the hate crimes, I think that would be a situation of them learning. I think it would take a lot of them before it stopped, though. I'm going to be honest with you. It'll get their attention, but they would still try to see if the system is still going to allow them to sneak and do the stuff. That's what I feel, brother. But family, let's go here real quick, because I want you to be careful of these kind of people too, who try to turn around and politicize this, because really it isn't political, it's racial. So listen to this guy.
Call me a conspiracy theorist, but all right, the Jazz Festival brawl in Cincinnati. You know what's going on. You know the demographic that's going to be down there the weekend. Plus, there's a baseball game, yada, yada. It's a ton of people, right? It's just so happened J.D. Vance is also in town, and his brother-in-law is also trying to get control of the Cincinnati area in politics, right? So you pay somebody to go down there and talk smack, and you get them to smack the opposite race, and at that, somebody that's disabled of the opposite race. You know what's going to happen, right? So now, perfect, boom. Everyone reacted how you wanted them to act. And now you put the money behind it. You get the news outlets to spin the story and only cover the parts of it. So you blow it up. And then you got an opportunity to jump in and be a hero and say, we're going to be tough on crimes. You need a Republican candidate to be tough on, because the Democrats don't have anything to control what's going on in the city. Does that, I feel like that could be a...
No. See, this is when people start living in their delusion again. You know, here's the thing, and I'm going to ask this question without trying to sound condescending. Why would J.D. Vance pay somebody to come all the way from Russia to slap somebody when he could just pay somebody here to slap somebody? Because honestly, all that would go to show is that J.D. Vance isn't America first like they claim to be, which he did. So I don't think that's a smart move at all. If anything, why wouldn't he go and pay a Nabisco from America to go start some trouble, to then turn around and say, y'all need help with crime and all this other nonsense? Be very careful of those kind of people too. It's all about narratives with these people. For some reason, instead of calling it for what it actually is, everybody got to have a damn narrative. Everybody got to have a working narrative to push people one way or another, instead of calling it out for what it actually is, which is anti-Black racism. No matter what side it's on. Because you can be damn certain that you got Republicans saying that these people are victims, and you got Democrats saying these people are victims. They're the same damn people who take their political party off like a damn jacket and put on a whole new one whenever they need to. So I just wanted to show you that. But let's get into some of the other things that have been happening since these people took this L. Since the Nabiscos saw the other Nabiscos take this L. Oh, Nabiscos in Cincinnati has been losing their stuff. Apparently, y'all heard about this guy who was running around talking about he was putting together an army to unalive 30,000 foundational Black Americans, or what he called us to be, apes. And he blamed the Cincinnati brawl, the Cincinnati straightening for the reason. Oh, yeah. Let's go here, family. Let's go here. And I want to go here, and I'm glad that I pulled up the FBI article. This is directly from the FBI.gov. Okay? FBI arrests Dayton man for making social media posts threatening to kill tens of thousands. Now, family, I want you to listen carefully to what this article says and then understand what this article don't say. This was from August 1st. Dayton, Ohio. Okay. FBI agents this morning arrested a Dayton man who is charged with making an interstate communication with a threat to injure. This is what the man is being charged with. Making an interstate communication with a threat to injure. Scott Michael Hanna, 30 years old, allegedly posted on X. It's not alleged because you can go to the post, and we're going to go to another article that's going to show it. Allegedly posted on X on July 31st, 2025, saying he was organizing a mob to kill people in Cincinnati. Notice he said they said people in Cincinnati and not what he said. But we'll see what he said in a little bit, right after this. The post further states he was aiming to kill 30,000 by Sunday. The FBI aggressively investigated those who threatens our communities with violence, they say, stated the FBI Cincinnati special agents in rhetoric. All right. Threats like this impacts the entire community and have serious consequences. Yeah. According to charging documents, the Cincinnati Police Department reported the post to the FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force. The FBI was able to then trace the post to Hanna. An affidavit details the local law enforcement is familiar with Hanna due to a menacing incident at his residence in September 2024. It ain't even been a full damn year. But wait until you hear what they call menacing. As part of that incident, Hanna called police and threatened to cut off an individual's head. That is not menacing. That is attempted unaliving, because you then go to find out that he actually did try to do so. Hanna swung a full-size sword at a victim's neck, resulting in serious injuries and what appeared to be a partial decapitation. This man damn near decapitated a person not even a full year ago. Salute Berners Brash. Thank you for being here, family. Much love to you. Not even a full damn year ago, the same man almost decapitated somebody. That is attempted unaliving. Why in the world was this man out free, roaming around? And he damn near unalived somebody, cut halfway through their throat. Salute the Octavius Prime. Thank you for being here, as well as Bruck Schrader. Excuse me. Much love to you. Much love to you. Operation Protect the White Boy, in the words of Toria Reigns. Oh, come on up, Buck. Come on up, Buck. Oh, no, you know what? You know what? No. Miss Nisi, you know what to do. You know what to do. Go on, get Buck the hell up out of here. If you read your Bible, you would know Jesus is black, Buck. Anyway, Maj, y'all know what to do. Where was I before I was interrupted by Buck? This man damn near decapitated a woman. Or a person, sorry, it didn't say male or female. He damn near decapitated somebody, and yet they're protecting him. He was out on the streets a half a year later. It ain't even been a full year. In September of 2025 would have been a full year that this situation and incident took place. And he's out on the streets. During the encounter with the law enforcement, Hannah became extremely irate, yelling and screaming at the local officer and calling him a racial slur. Hannah is scheduled to appear in U.S. District Court in Dayton at 2 p.m. today, and this was on the 1st. Making interstate communications with a threat to injury is a federal crime, punishable up to 5 years in prison. But you know what he's not being charged with? A hate crime, because that's what this is. The dude called us out by name, by group, to unalive a mass amount of people. So why is he only being charged with interstate communications with a threat to injure? It should be an attempted hate crime charge. An attempted mass unaliving. The Dayton Police Department, Oakwood Public Service Department, Safety Department, and the Miami Township Police Department are also assisting in this investigation. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of Ohio is prosecuting the case. Oh, yeah. Good call. And terrorist threats. You're absolutely correct. Exactly. Another mental excuse, guaranteed. A criminal complaint merely contains allegations, and defendants are presumed innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law. Notice Notice the wording. Was he presumed innocent when he damn near decapitated a person? Yeah, and that's why he's still on the streets, being able to try to put together or bring together groups in order to attack foundational Black Americans. 30,000 to be exact. Let's go over here to this article here, family. And this is a short article, so dismiss you. Let's go here. FBI arrests man accused and threatening to unalive 30,000 in Cincinnati on social media. There's the post right there, family. Organizing mob to unalive all the apes in Cincinnati since Governor Mike and the OSHP won't do anything about this nonsense. We the people need to paint the town red and unalive them all. Fill the morgues and cleanse the city of Blacks. By Sunday, we are aiming to have unalive 30,000 people. Notice the FBI was just talking about people. They didn't bring up Blacks. They didn't bring up the fact that he called us apes. They're not bringing up that this was an attempted hate crime on the FBI website, Operation Protect the Nabisco. Let's go here, family. Also, I didn't read that article because it's only explaining everything that the dude said in his post. Everything else is basically damn near the same as the FBI post. But I wanted to get here so I can read his post himself. Let's go here.
Man is in custody after sharing a tweet threatening to kill 30,000 people.
30-year-old Scott Michael Hanna was arrested this morning by the FBI and appeared in court this afternoon. 2 News reporter Evan Bales is live in the newsroom after talking with some neighbors about what happened. Evan?
Brooke, Jack Hanna is facing 5 years in prison for a tweet put out on X yesterday, and he's charged with making an interstate communication with the threat to injure. The FBI showed up this morning after that tweet caught their attention.
He called me and said, "You won't believe it, but the police are out here."
This is the scene that greeted Scott Michael Hanna's neighbors, federal agents surrounding his home, shouting for him to surrender himself to the police. All of this stemmed from a racially charged tweet, with Hanna claiming he was going to gather a mob and kill.
Hey, family, somebody get this Panama black dude up out of here, please. Thank you.
Kill thousands of Black people, saying they were going to fill the morgues and by Sunday have killed 30,000. Cincinnati police reported the post to the FBI, who reached out to local law enforcement, saying Hanna had a history with them. In a prior...
Hold on, family. I want to go back a little bit. They allowed this man to stay on the streets after attempting to decapitate a person. After attempting to decapitate a person, this man was allowed to roam the streets freely. Getting halfway through the person's neck, this person was allowed to roam the streets freely.
They have killed 30,000. Cincinnati police reported the post to the FBI, who reached out to local law enforcement, saying Hanna had a history with them. In a prior incident in September of 2024, Hanna used a sword to strike a woman in the neck, resulting in serious injury and what police called a partial decapitation.
So it was a woman, and the police did not arrest him. Why is that? Are y'all afraid of this dude? Exactly. Shout out to, I hope I'm going to say this right, Trerisha Bird. Much love to you. My brother's also a bird. Complexion for the protection. This man, if it was a black dude who attempted to decapitate somebody and got halfway through, oh, we would have been sent up the damn river. We wouldn't even had the opportunity to try to come with any other crimes or anything like that, putting together mobs for hate crimes and nothing like that. No, we would have been locked up already. We'd have been doing something around 27 years. That's a good, that may be the issue, because he only attacks blacks and minorities. Exactly, Iron Will. We would still be in jail right now. We wouldn't be out roaming free. I'm wondering what happened in that case. Did the judge throw it out or something? Oh, we got a lot of trolls in here today, huh? Ike Turner 2.0. Get your ass out of here. Goddamn weirdo.
Approached by officers, he became irate, yelling and calling one of them a racial slur. On Friday, the FBI released a statement saying in part, quote, "The FBI aggressively investigates those who threaten our communities with violence. Threats like this impact the entire community and have serious consequences," end quote. Neighbors I spoke with said it's scary what happened and they hope Hannah can get the help he needs. Another neighbor who
damn the help he needs to be locked the hell up. They need to throw away the key. This man should be literally on 23-hour lockdown. 23-hour lockdown. But when it comes to the Nabisco, they're hoping he gets the help he needs.
has lived here for years, says the police have been to Hannah's unit 3 times in the last year.
I'm not surprised based on the unit and based on just like the recent history, but you know,
I'm not surprised based on the recent history of him almost decapitating a woman. Why would I be surprised? Salute Breeze Omega, my brother. Thank you for being here, family.
one bad seed doesn't make the whole neighborhood terrible, you know?
That you know why he threw that in there. Well, just because one Nabisco did it, don't make all Nabiscos bad.
Now, Hannah did not enter a plea in court today and is scheduled to appear next on August 13th for a preliminary hearing. Live in the newsroom, Evan Bales, 2 News.
Family, L after L in Ohio, these people have been taken. L after L. And the fragileness has shown clearly in their statements, clearly in the way that they've reacted, but none more than this, family. And I got to end off with this. Because I know our brother Black Alpha is starting his up in a little bit. Family, these folks are so fragile. They're so upset that they got their ass handed to them in Cincinnati. They got so upset that the Dayton man in Ohio was arrested for, being mad at the situation in Cincinnati and trying to put together a group to go do a mass unaliving of our people. So now they're coming out and they're trying to literally bring back the white sheets. Not like they ever left, but now They out here saying it with their chests. Crossroads of America rally. God, family, race, nationality, or nation, excuse me. The Trinity White Knights of the Ku Klux Klan will be hosting a rally in a hostile state on the above listed date. Any groups, organizations, or individuals with similar beliefs and like minds are welcome to attend. There will be fishing, canoeing, fellowshipping, speeches, guest speakers, food, memorabilia, baptisms, naturalizations, and a cross lighting at dusk. Camping will be available. Full day of activities. Contact the National Office for more information. AFBI. I think you still got some folks you need to be going to arrest. Hey, FBI. You're missing some people. You're missing some people. Let's go here. Arm yourselves, white citizens of Cincinnati. The Cincinnati police chief, Cincinnati mayor, and Cincinnati city managers are all 9 of the Cincinnati city, and all 9 of the Cincinnati city council members will not help you against vicious attacks. Protect yourself against these lawless thugs. Don't fall victim to the senseless crimes. Americans on guard. Trinity White Knights of the Ku Klux Klan. Family, why aren't the FBI going after these people? Why isn't the FBI going after these people? Oh, we got a Klansman in the chat. Oh, I'll give a little extra time for you. This one. Oh no, I definitely want to talk to you. I definitely want to get up here. I want you to get up here and talk to me, Mr. Klansman, United Klans of America. Come on up and have a conversation with me. And make sure to turn on your camera. Don't be a coward like you are when you go out there and put hoods on your head. Don't be a coward, sir. Come on up and have a conversation with a foundational Black American. You have 1 minute, sir. Otherwise, I will deem you a bitch-ass coward just like the rest of you. Come on up. I'll give you an opportunity to speak your piece, coward. All behind the keyboards is where you're relevant. Y'all saw what happened to you guys the last time you went through messing around with Cincinnati. Didn't y'all get beat off a bridge? Didn't y'all have to go and jump into your goddamn U-Haul trucks and ride off and have police escort you into the sunset? You damn coward! Oh, all of a sudden you ain't so vocal, are you? All of a sudden. You're the invisible empire? No, sir. You're a group of cowards. who uphold a system so your coward ass don't have to compete with the people who can beat your coward ass. Come on up, you coward. You piece of donkey shit. Come on up. And since you want to be the bitch that you are, bitches don't get to talk to real men. Bitches aren't allowed in my chat. Male or female. Coward ass punks. And this is why I'm not really concerned about this. The same thing that Jake Lane coward did. He went on to say that he wanted to have a Protect White Lives rally, and look how that turned out. And as I stated before, y'all already saw what happened in Ohio when y'all tried to gather around on that bridge and got your ass beat off the damn bridge. Had y'all running to those goddamn U-Haul trucks. Had police escorting you. Left your damn dog. You had to have a police officer take you to go and get your dog back, you damn cowards. I tell you, family, the white fragility is on full display. And I love it. When that Nabisco woman was crying, I was drinking all of those tears. I made lemonade out of it. These folks act as if they still have that African American. They don't understand they're messing with FBAs around here. Putting foots to asses. So keep on, Kyle. Keep on, Brandon. Come on with it. Bring all you got, because we got power tools and we ain't afraid to use them, punks. And don't think that you won't have any opposition in the very same way you had opposition once before, and y'all had weapons with you. We was out there with no weapons beating you back into your goddamn U-Haul truck, you damn cowards. You are clowns. You are clowns. As a matter of fact,
send in the clowns.
Because that's all you are. And just so you know, clowns hide their faces too. Family, this is how you know we're putting in that work. This is how you know that the narrative is switching around. These folks are trying to put together Klan rallies again. With the burning of a cross at the end of it. At the end of the day, we're going to burn a cross. Yeah, y'all going to do it in your isolation with your protection from the PD, because you ain't going to bring that shit to our neighborhoods. Because the last time y'all tried that, yeah, it didn't work out too well for you, did it? Family, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever videos like this drop. Please make sure you're hitting that like and share button so we can beat up the algorithm. Make sure we get this message out to the ears that need to hear. And if you have not done so yet, please click that link in the description. Go to change.org and put your signature on the petition for reparations. Family, I wanted to come to you today and show you how these people put their on full display. Every time they take a L, every time they take a loss, you got these cowards running around here trying to garner more cowards, trying to get more cowards to come together to be a group of cowards. Well, family, continue to do so. Continue to test the waters. And I'm gonna make this promise. We won't have to worry about why the FBI aren't going after the KKK. We'll make sure that you go extinct. Come on with your hoods. And we're going to use that power tool to blow it right off the back of your noggin. With that being said, family and friends, make sure you stay safe. Make sure you keep your power tool on you. And make sure you continue to call out these Neanderthal Nabiscos. For the cowards that they are. With that being said, family, the doors of the church are now closed. Peace, family.
My grandfather built this country, man. He fought wars for it. And most places he went wouldn't let him sit down and get a cup of coffee. I can't even catch a cab in New York. You know, it doesn't matter how many degrees I get. All you people see is color. Your grandfather was an immigrant. You're American. My grandfather was born here, Duke. And you people still look at me as just another nigga.
I know that the government, whatever, can't stand us black people. He's doing everything in the world to make black man be extinct. But I'm going to tell you one thing. Us black people going to survive. So fuck everybody. I'm out.